And we welcome you to Hobart Dennard Field. It is the venue for this exclusive broadcast of the 88th Annual NBC World Series, powered by Evergy. This afternoon, we will have the visiting team, the Liberal Kansas BeeJays, versus the home team, the Cheney, Kansas Diamond Dawgs. My name is Frank Martinez, and I will be your play-by-play announcer, and I'm joined along tonight by Mark Cavala, General Manager for the Newton Rebels. Hello, Mark.
Hey, Frank, it's great to be here with you again, and what a marquee matchup right now with the Cheney Diamond Dawgs and Liberal BeeJays. Again, a couple of teams that have been I guess, to the top teams, I'd say, to the top five maybe, and NBC, I'd say probably the last, I don't know, what would you say, Frank? You've been covering for 20-some years. What would you say?
I would say at least the last 10, 15 years they've been top team.
So it's going to be a great game right there, and this is a real good matchup that I think is going to take us over to X Stadium and next week, and it's going to be exciting.
Well, the Forsters are already in that extra peg because they've already won 2 games. They just got through defeating 13-3 here this last game, and so we know that they're going to be in it, and we knew that they would be, and so these two teams have a chance to be there, and it's going to be an exciting game, so we're looking forward to it. Let's go ahead and go through the starting lineups here as we get started. First of all, we're going to go with the Liberal BeeJays. Leading off and playing right field will be number 2, Gavin Brzezowski. Batting second, the second baseman, number 15, Keaton Grady. Batting third and DHing will be number 8, Danielin Pena. Batting fourth and playing first base will be number 43, Zach York. Batting fifth and playing third base will be number 11, Dice Armstrong. Batting sixth and catching will be number 5, Hudson Polk. Batting seventh and playing center field will be number 7, Cooper Hecht. Batting eighth and playing shortstop will be number 28, Ryan Lurie. Batting ninth and playing left field will be number 1, Caden Hensley. And pitching for the BeeJays will be number 10, Paul Bazakny. And now here's the starting lineup for the home team, the Cheney, Kansas Diamond Dawgs, who come in with a record of 39-6. Leading off and playing third base will be number 6, Cole Mears. Batting second, the shortstop, number 4, George Speck. Batting third and playing right field will be number 99, Lenny Ashby. Batting fourth and playing left field will be number 10, Ryan Scott. Batting fifth and DHing will be number 15, Lincoln Andrews. Batting sixth and playing first base will be number 7, Noah Brewer. Batting seventh and playing second base will be number 2, Jackson Holder. Batting eighth and catching will be number 37, Mason Cruz. Batting ninth and playing center field will be number 36, Jackson Siring. And pitching will be number 34, Caden Castellanos. And the head coach for the Diamond Dawgs is Pat Hahn. Well, we're about ready. The meeting is going on at this time right at home plate. It is 91 degrees, I believe it was. Just looked here a second ago. What a difference 24 hours makes.
Yeah, I was going to say a little different than the last 2 nights when you had, 67, and last night was, what was it, like 69 or something?
Yeah, 70, 71 degrees.
Like that. So, I mean, it's just and you just went downstairs and came back, and you could feel it, just the humidity and all that. But, yeah, it's going to be a different – and they're going to feel it out there on the field, the players now. They'd enjoyed that little break, though. I was talking to a lot of them, especially the Diamond Dawgs, and they love that lower degree weather. So they're going to come out and play, and we should have, a great game. I think the matchup's unbelievable.
Well, one thing I want the audience to know, and that is we're not complaining because I tell you what, we've had years that's always been over 100 degrees, and then we used to play on artificial turf there at Lawrence Dumont Stadium, and it was like 115 to 120 all the time. And I remember we had to put hoses with water coming out for the players down in the dugouts because it was so hot.
Oh, yeah, that's true. The misting thing.
The misting, yeah, exactly.
That's right.
That's what we used to do. And like I say, I'm not complaining, but I'm just saying that what a difference 24 hours makes. Of course, we are playing earlier. We are playing the 6 o'clock. This is the last game of the day. And you and I have been doing all the 8:30 games, so it's quite a difference. we're going to take a small break here just for a second so we can do the national anthem.
Joins us on the third base side. Singing our national anthem tonight, would you please make welcome to the field, Ashley Showalter.
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Ladies and gentlemen, would you please remain standing as the colors exit the field. Thank you to the McConnell First Base Coverburn and Ashley Showalter for singing our national anthem this evening.
All right, we're back after that national anthem, and we're about ready to play ball. The umpires are getting ready to go out to their stations. Tonight at home plate will be Robert Dickinson. At first base will be Ethan McCraney, and at third base, Brian Solier. Once again, the Cheney Diamond Dogs will be the home team, and the Liberal Kansas BeeJays will be the visiting team.
Frank, one thing, another change. I look over here to my right. You're pretty high up right here.
Yeah.
You had this new chair, and Matthew took care of you here. So.
Yeah, we got our tech guy that does all the shows here for us, that produces the shows, is Matthew Peterson, and he got me a chair that's a little bit higher up, and now guess what? I can see home plate, and I could even see the umpire. So I won't have to be guessing at what exactly is going on out there. So that's good. Well, we thank Matthew for doing that.
Yeah,
appreciate it.
And he's here all the games.
And the thing is, cushion too.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I feel first class.
Yep, and he's been sitting there that whole time in his chair. I mean, I got to tip my hat to that guy right here.
So the Cheney Diamond Dogs will be facing the Liberal. Both teams won their first game, and so the winner of this game will automatically move on for next week's action, and then the loser will have one more game left, and then we'll have to win that game.
Yeah, it's going to pretty much you have to, but and like I said, it's going and it's possible. It's possible that they move on, and so it doesn't mean that this is. But it's just going to put them in a better situation, especially in the bracket, for what they're going to be next week, and it's going to be starting tomorrow.
Yeah, for those of you that are asking exactly what we're talking about, there's 4 pools with 4 teams, and 2 teams out of each pool move on to action. next week, and we will have games starting tomorrow at Wichita State University X Stadium. And now they're taking the field is the Cheney, Kansas Diamond Dogs. Tonight, the Cheney, Kansas Diamond Dogs are wearing their blue jerseys with black sleeves, and they got white pants and black hats with white on the front of them, and black socks. So that most of those, the ones that you can see their socks, but a lot of the guys do have their pants clear down to their ankles. So, but that's what they're wearing here tonight. And then the Liberal Kansas BeeJays are wearing their white here tonight with red helmets, and they do have some blue numbers, just what they normally wear. And so we're really looking forward to a good game here. Once again, defensively for Cheney at first base, number 7, Brewer. Second baseman, number 2, Holder. At shortstop, number 4, Speck. Third baseman, number 6, Mears. Left fielder, number 10, Scott. Center fielder will be number 36, Searing. Right fielder, number 99, Ashby. Catching, number 37, Cruz. And pitching will be number 34, Caden Castellanos. Castellanos will be pitching for the Diamond Dogs.
Yeah, Castellanos from Murrieta, California, 6 foot, 195, plays at Cloud County, and he'll be graduating in 2025. So he's a young guy, but he's had a very good summer for the Diamond Dogs.
Well, the sun is shining here in Hutchinson, Kansas, and like I say, the winner of this game will automatically make one of the 2 top teams out of their pool and move on, and the other one will have to win either. They'll probably be playing on a Tuesday, and the winner will have to win then. So the throw's down to second base, and we're about ready to get started as the home plate umpire, Dickerson, is cleaning off the plate. And the first batter that will be batting for the BeeJays will be the right fielder, number 2, Gavin Brzezowski.
Yeah, Brzezowski from Mansfield, Texas, 6'1", 180, and he's uncommitted, looking for a college. He better hurry. School starts soon, but he's a 2026 graduate.
Brzezowski comes in batting .250. He's played in 1 game, has been at bat 4 times, has 1 run, 1 hit, 1 base on balls, and he has struck out twice. That first pitch is ball 1. And here's the second pitch. That one lifted into right field. Right fielder coming in, making the catch. That's Ashby. So we have out number 1. And that will bring up the second baseman, number 15, Keaton Grady.
Now, think about Lenny Ashby Jr. He's from Aruba, so I can tell you personally, I've been there twice. He's definitely used to the sun. He won't have any trouble with that.
Grady comes in batting .400. He's appeared in 1 game. Has been up to bat 5 times. Has 2 runs scored, 2 hits, 1 double, 1 RBI. First pitch to him is strike. So the count is no balls, 1 strike. We're underway. Here's the pitch. That one lifted to the left-hand side. Left fielder is backing up. That's Scott. It's still moving to his left. He gets under it, makes the catch for out number 2. So that's an F7 if you're scoring at home with us for the second out.
It's kind of interesting because you have teammates playing against each other. Grady from Dallas Baptist. And you also have some Dallas Baptist players here with the Cheney Diamond Dogs.
Next up for the BeeJays will be the designated hitter, number 8, Dalen Pena.
Yeah, Pena's from Corpus Christi, Texas, 6 foot, 205, and he plays at Texas State.
And Pena comes in batting .250. He's appeared in that 1 game, has been to bat 4 times, has 1 run, 1 hit, 1 double, and has 1 RBI. That first pitch is fouled off. So the count goes no balls, 1 strike as we're just underway, and we have 2 outs here in the top half of the first inning.
I was going to say Castellanos in the Sunflower League was 6-0 record with 34 and 2/3 innings, 4.1 ERA.
That one called strike. And the count will now go to no balls and 2 strikes. We do not have a radar gun, so we cannot tell you exactly how fast these pitchers are throwing, but we've been seeing some pretty fast stuff here, haven't we, Carv?
Yeah, yeah.
That ball lifted up to center field. Center fielder Therian gets under it, makes the catch for out number 3. So we have 3 flyouts. And at the top half of the first inning for the BeeJays, they scored no runs on no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. And we'll be right back.
What does better mean to you? Better is personal. Better is community. Better is connection. Better is Butler. Butler Community College. Ready for better.
At Evergy, seeing energy differently starts with thinking differently about its impact and then committing to doing better every day. As we continue to expand our investment in renewable resources, capturing more wind, gathering more sunshine, we're able to generate power that's cleaner and provide it to you more affordably. Reliable, sustainable, affordable energy that puts you first. That's everything to us. Evergy, the utility company.
And we welcome you back to Hobart Detter Field here in Hutchinson, Kansas for the 88th Annual NBC World Series, powered up by Evergy. We're going to the bottom half of the first inning. The Cheney Diamond Dogs are the home team. Liberal BeeJays are the visitors. Did not score in the top half of the first. For those of you just joining us, 3 flyouts. 1 to right, 1 to left, and 1 to center. That's all that you have missed so far. So due up now for the Diamond Dogs will be the third baseman, number 6, Cole Mears.
Yeah, Mears. His hometown is Texas, is what they say here. But he's 5'10", 190, and he plays at Tarleton.
Mears has appeared in the one World Series game. He's been up the bat 1 time, has 1 run scored. First pitch is strike 1. So the pitcher, Paul Bonzagni, swing and a miss there by Mears.
Yeah, Bonzagni's from Grapevine, Texas, 6'3", 198, from Weatherford College.
So 0-2 now the count to Mears. And here's the pitch. That one misses inside as the count now goes to 1 ball and 2 strikes. 2 down. Got a decent crowd here for the feature game. That one fouled off to the right-hand side. It is First Responders Day here.
Yeah, I saw that coming in.
For this feature game. Had some firemen and police officers that threw out the first pitch. That one lifted to the center field. Second baseman going back, but the center fielder is coming in to make that catch. And that was Cooper Heck that made that catch for out number 1. So we've had 4 flyouts. And that will bring up the shortstop, number 4, George Speck.
Yeah, George Speck from Shawnee, Kansas, 6', 185, and he's one of those guys who plays at Dallas Baptist. He's been a guy that's come back. Several players have been back 2 or 3 years with the Diamond Dogs.
Speck has played in 1 game, has appeared bent to bat twice, has scored 2 runs. He reached on 2 base on balls. That one misses outside as the count now goes to 2 balls and no strikes.
You talk about mainstays. The coaches, Pat Hahn and our friend Mark Poole over there coaching first.
Know them for a long time, back when they used to be with the Valley Center Diamond Dogs.
That's right, yeah. Changed a couple places, some locations and all that, but settled there at Cheney.
Yeah.
They did well at all of them. That's the secret. I don't know.
They've always stayed the Diamond Dogs. Count is 3 balls, no strikes. That one went in for call strike, as that takes the count now to 3-1. Speck, the left-handed batter. And that one is fouled off to the left-hand side. There's some tents over there along the left field line. Just goes right over them.
Yes, Speck has one more year at Dallas Baptist, and the thing is, he's very the team's a very good program, and he's been very instrumental in that, helping them out.
So count full, and here's the 3-2 pitch. That one is also fouled down the third base side. And once again, we got to give another shout out to the grounds crews. They've been really working hard in between games, but especially at nighttime when we've had some rain here, and they really worked hard to get the field, especially yesterday, to get it going. We played 1 hour later, but we still got done in time. A swing and a miss there by Speck as he goes down swinging, and that is the second out of the inning, and that is the first strikeout by Von Zagne.
Yeah, they had a little slider action breaking into the left-hander Speck right there. It's pretty nasty right there. Little late break.
That will bring up the right fielder, number 99, Lenny Ashby.
Yeah, Lenny Ashby is from Oranjestead, Aruba, 5'7", 190, and he plays at University of New Mexico.
He comes in batting .500 as he's appeared at the plate twice, has one hit, and that hit was a home run. That one right to the first baseman on one bounce, so he's going to go unassisted, so that will be a 3 unassisted for the third out. So the bottom half of the first, Dawgs score no runs. At the end of one, we have no score.
What does better mean to you? Better is personal. Better is community. Better is connection. Better is Butler. Butler Community College. Ready for better.
At Evergy, seeing energy differently starts with thinking differently about its impact and then committing to doing better every day. As we continue to expand our investment in renewable resources, capturing more wind, gathering more sunshine, we're able to generate power that's cleaner and provide it to you more affordably. Reliable, sustainable, affordable energy that puts you first. That's everything to us. Evergy, the utility company.
And we welcome you back to Hobart Detterville here in Hutchinson, Kansas for the 88th annual NBC World Series powered by Evergy. You're watching the Liberal Kansas BeeJays and the Cheney Kansas Diamond Dogs. We welcome all you viewers. And once again, Mark, I told you that this was First Responders Day. And we do have some in attendance here today. I saw a fire truck come in.
Oh, yeah.
And this is a special day because my son Paco is a fireman.
That's right.
Out of Wichita, Kansas. So I'm really proud of that. And so my shout out is going to be to his family.
And my son-in-law is a fireman.
Okay.
Here in Hutchinson.
Well, good. Well, so my shout out is to Paco Martinez and Jennifer Martinez, along with their two kids, my grandkids, and that is Paco Jr. and Javi. We call him JJ. PJ and JJ. So we welcome you guys to the broadcast. Hope you enjoy it. That pop fly goes to the shortstop, makes the catch for out number one.
Yeah, Castellanos right now. I mean, he's just he's not going to overpower you, but he's going to. You notice they're off their front foot. He's just changing speeds on him. That's what he does, and I'm sure Pat pitched him for a design right here because kind of mess him up a little, kind of see what happens because he has some guys that can throw hard, but I think right now you're going to see Castellanos doing a pretty good job here mixing it up.
Now up is at third baseman number 11, Tice Armstrong. First pitch is in there for call strike. One down here in the top half of the second. No score yet so far for those of you just joining us.
Yeah, he's from Conroe, Texas, 6'4", 215.
That one is lifted to the right-hand side. Second baseman looks like first baseman's called an off, and first baseman will make that catch. That's Brewer for out number 2.
And I think pitchers like this, you will see a lot of pop-ups, fly balls, and they're going to have – I mean, what Liberal has to do is wait a little longer. But you see him getting down that front foot, just reaching, and that's, 5 straight fly balls.
And now batting will be the catcher, number 5, Hudson Polk.
It Polk's from Coppell, Texas, 6'1", 201. And he plays at one of your favorite colleges, University of Oklahoma. That's
okay.
Just tease you on that one, Frank.
Yeah, I'll have to go get some gear now.
There you go.
That first pitch misses high for ball 1. Here's the next pitch. That one just misses outside. Castellanos tried to hit that corner, and the count now goes to 2 balls and no strikes.
I mean, OU was the runner-ups, national runner-ups in the College World Series in Omaha a few weeks ago.
There's a breaking ball in there for a call strike as the count now goes to 2 balls and 1 strike.
It's going to be interesting to see how Liberal adjusts to this because he is throwing off speed a lot.
Yeah. I noticed that he is. There's a fastball that's lifted to the right-hand side, and once again, first baseman Brewer is calling for it, makes the catch for out number 3. So 3 more pop-ups here in the top half of the second inning. So at the end of 1.5, we have no score. We'll be right back. The NBC World Series, powered by Evergy, is brought to you by Butler Community College. Enroll now at butler.edu and by Evergy, reliable, sustainable, affordable energy that puts you first. Well, as we go to the bottom half now of the second inning, we still have no score. And due up for the Diamond Dogs will be the left fielder, number 10, Ryan Scott. He'll be followed by Lincoln Andrews and Noah Brewer.
Yeah, Ryan Scott's another Texas kid. He's 6'1", 210, and he plays Dallas Baptist. He's one of 4 players on that Diamond Dogs team from Dallas Baptist.
Horn sounded, but the umpire said that not to count anything due to the fact that the catcher had something going on there. There's a swing and a miss there by Scott. Scott has been up to bat 1 time and has not got a hit yet. So no balls, 1 strike now to Ryan Scott, who's playing left field this evening. The breaking ball, that is, outside misses, as that takes the count now to 1-1.
One thing about Cheney Diamond Dogs, they've got a lot of good players. Even the guys who are on the bench could probably start in any other team in the league, but they choose to stay here because this is what they're going for, the NBC championship.
And they play out of the same league that your Newton Rebels play in, correct?
Right, yeah. We see them quite a bit, 4 times, and, of course, we have the tournament afterwards, our league tournament.
And they come in with a 39-6 record, which is pretty doggone good.
Yeah.
2-1 pitch. That one lifted to the right-hand side. That's going to be another fly ball, and this one is into right field. The right fielder does make the catch. Brzezowski. And that is out number 1. That will bring up the designated hitter, number 15, Lincoln Andrews.
Yeah, we both know Lincoln. He was with the Rebels. He's actually our most valuable player, I believe, 2-3 years ago, and with the Newton Rebels. And right now he's at Southwest Missouri State.
That one is fouled off there by Andrews. Yeah, Lincoln is one of, 3 or 4 guys, 4 guys, I believe, that are playing for the Diamond Dogs that used to be with the Rebels. You got Gillick and Andrew Brotman.
Yeah.
And then Enzo the Boom Bonventry. That one in there for call strike.
Yeah, Boom played with them the last couple of years. Another former MVP of our team. He had surgery, got hit in the face, and but he's on the business world right now, Frank.
So no balls, 2 strikes now to Andrews. It's Bonzagni there. Throws that 0-2 count. And that one is fouled off by Andrews. Yeah, matter of fact, we were talking about this off the air earlier that the Diamond Dogs played at WSU here about a couple of weeks ago.
Right, yeah.
And Enzo ended up hitting a home run. That ball hit hard to pass the second baseman. He did make a stop there, but it was not able to come up with it. That will be a base hit by Lincoln Andrews. Shows you there why he was MVP there of the Newton Rebels. He had a good stick.
Yeah, he always hits the ball hard. I mean, the fat part of the bat, we saw enough of that, you and I, and then he's very consistent.
That will bring up the first baseman, number 7, Noah Brewer.
And Noah Brewer's from Albuquerque, New Mexico, 6'3", 210, Arkansas, Little Rock.
Brewer is a right-handed batter. Pretty straight up and down stance. And here's the pitch by Bonzagni. That one in there for call strike, and that is strike number 2. So no balls, 2 strikes now to Brewer. Made a couple catches the last inning. All they could do is pop it up. That ball hit to the third, in between the third baseman and the shortstop. And that's going to be a base hit by Brewer. So 2 consecutive hits here by the Diamond Dogs. That would put Lincoln Andrews at second base. And Brewer's in with his first hit of the game. Now up will be the second baseman, number 2, Jackson Holden.
Bonzagni's been pitching away. He just rolled over that one. Fortunately, he got right there in that 5-6 hole right there because they were kind of playing up the middle, double play depth.
So runners on at first and second with 1 down. And this is Holder's first game.
Yeah, he's another Texas boy, 5'11", 195 pounds, another Dallas Baptist.
First pitch is in there for call strike 1, so the count goes to no balls, 1 strike. Double play depth. The infield list. That one is a swing and a miss there by Holder. As the count now goes 0-2. Well, one thing Bonzagni has been doing, he's been getting ahead of the batters. He took an 0-2 count to both Andrews and Brewer before they both got base hits.
He's going at his own pace right here.
So 0-2 pitch. That one hit up the middle, and that's shortstop is going to toss to second. Second goes to first, but not going to be. It's going to be right of the first baseman. We had to make a diving stop to get that ball, but they do get the force out at second base, and Andrews ends up at first base, and Holder is on at first base with a fielder's choice, and that was a 6-4 putout for out number 2. And that will bring up the catcher, number 37, Mason Cruz. What a good stop there by York. Shortstop, Larry.
Right. Well, I was going to say first baseman, too, because that was that ball could have got away.
Yeah, that was a good stop there by the shortstop. to make that play, to try to get that double play. But the first baseman, Zach York, is the one that really made the play because, like I say, he had to take a diving stop to make that play. And as that throw was to the right-hand side or the right field side of first base. So Mason Cruz is on now. 0-1 pitch. That one just misses outside, and that will even up the count now at 1-1. We have grass infill here in Hutchinson, Kansas, but the ground crew just does a fantastic job of maintaining this field.
And just kind of watching the catcher here.
Well groomed. That one a check swing, but in there for a call strike, as the count will now go to 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Anyway, you can see what their plan of attack is, especially pitching away both the off-speed and the fastball. I'm trying to see if he's going to go in right here.
So Lincoln Andrews is standing in third base, and Jackson Holder is standing at first with 2 down. There's a throw over to first base. So both base runners go back and touch the bases, and they're ready to go again. And here's Bonzagny's pitch. The swing and a miss there by Cruz, and he goes down swinging for out number 3. And that is the second strikeout recorded by Bonzagny here in the ball game. The score, we have no score yet so far at the end of 2, and we'll be right back.
When deciding on energy for your home, there are wants and there are needs. You want it to be good for the environment, but you need it there when the weather gets bad. You want it to save energy, but it has to be affordable too. Thankfully, you don't have to make a choice. It's natural gas.
Spirit Aerosystems is where flight begins. It's where decades of aviation innovation fuels the aerospace industry. It's where the world's largest aircraft structures take shape and where they take flight for the first time. At Spirit, we design and build the foundations of flight. Here, you can build with your hands and design with your mind. We're looking for talented individuals, including skilled manufacturing employees, to join our Wichita team. At Spirit Aerosystems, flight begins with you.
And we welcome you back to Hobart Detter Field here in Hutchinson, Kansas for the 88th annual NBC World Series powered by Evergy. This is Frank Martinez, your play-by-play announcer, joined along by Mark Cavala, the general manager for the Newton Rebels, who's doing us a little color here. Mark, once again, I just want to tell you I appreciate you taking time to come out clear to Hutchinson to do this. We've been working together now for 4 or 5 years, and you always bring us some knowledge, and that's what we like.
I hope so. I hope I'm bringing, especially from the coach's standpoint. I think that's what's always interesting. I know for the viewer out there, kind of what's thinking. And like I said, I might get a little critical, and I apologize, but I'm telling as a coach what you need to do to win.
Yeah, there you go. All right, we start off the top half of the 3rd inning, and for the BeeJays, it will be the center fielder, number 7, Cooper Hext. And Cooper, you're doing a little research. I'll do it. He's from Lake Charles, Louisiana. He's 6'2", 180 pounds from McNeese State.
Yeah, I'm trying to find out some of the hometowns that we don't have right here. Got a couple.
Fly ball to right field.
Foul ball.
It's going to be foul ball. Okay.
I know you can't see right
no,
there.
I can't see.
I was going to say that's what
I'm sitting here in the corner where the fence
out.
is right in my eyesight here. And the count is 1 ball, 1 strike now to Cooper Hext. That one misses high for ball 2. So 2 balls, 1 strike now to Hext. He's playing center field here this evening for the Liberal BeeJays.
6 straight fly balls. I mean, that's pretty amazing right there.
Well, that one misses high for ball 3. So 3-1 now the count.
Yeah, he kind of has a different kind of delivery, too. It's kind of a little jerky, I'd say, or something, but it could be distracting enough.
There's the fastball. That's lifted into right center field. That's going to be in the gap for extra bases as it goes off the wall. And the center fielder, Searing, finally comes up with the ball. And standing at second base now will be Cooper Hex as he records the first hit of the ball game for the Liberal BeeJays. And that will bring up the shortstop, number 28, Ryan Leary.
Yeah, Larry's from Liberty Hill, Texas, 5'11", 190, and he plays ball at Texas State, and he'll be a grad in 2 years, so he's a sophomore.
He tries to lay a bunt down, and it's going to be foul. Larry comes in batting .750 as he's appeared in one game, been up the bat 4 times, has 3 hits with 2 RBIs. So no balls, 1 strike now to Larry. Once again, Hex standing at second base as he just got a double off the wall out in right center field. And here's the pitch. That one, breaking ball in there for strike 2. So the count goes no balls, 2 strikes.
He's mixing mostly the off-speed curveball, and then he makes that fastball in there, which makes it look even faster than it usually is.
But not only that, he got that up just a little bit too. Did you notice that?
Yeah, he got that one up, yeah.
And Hex was able to drive it. Here's the pitch. That one is fouled off there by Larry. Yeah, I saw that motion that you're talking about at that time. A little jerky.
Yeah, that throws off a lot of hitters because they get they're kind of rhythm.
You think
tempo.
You think they're coming? It's coming in at one speed, and then all of a sudden it's just like, well, wait a minute. His shoulder just did something here that kind of.
And you got to
like
find
he's
the ball.
gonna. Yeah, you got to find it now. There it is, and that one misses high. That was a fastball. So the count will go to 1 ball and 2 strikes on Ryan Leary, who's playing the shortstop here this evening for the Liberal BeeJays.
And knowing Coach Hahn, like I said, he has that bullpen ready. I mean, if there's any danger of this game just kind of starting to get away or something, he'll put somebody right in.
Here's the pitch. That one's just fouled off there by Larry. Good job of hanging in there that time. And want to get a little shout out there to that ball boy, make sure that umpire has plenty of baseballs. Tell you what, this tournament, this championship or World Series, I should say, does not happen without all the volunteers that we have helping out.
Believe me, it's unbelievable. Especially Hutch does it the best of anybody, the community here.
Count is 1 ball, 2 strikes, so we do want to thank all those volunteers. Oh, that one almost hit him. It was shin high there. And I'm speaking literally.
Yeah, that was supposed to be away, and he's lost that one a little, just that fastball.
The count is 2-2 now to Larry.
But that's not bad because it'll keep you honest.
Yeah.
So we'll see what we're going to throw right here.
2 balls, 2 strikes with the runner on at second. No out. That one is lifted to the third base side. Third baseman moving over, clear to the fence, but just not able to get to it. That was Mears. So the count will stay at 2 balls and 2 strikes. I don't know if you can hear Brock in the background, but he's a Liberal Kansas BeeJays radio man.
Yeah,
known Brock for many years.
Does a fine job, yeah.
He does a great job of calling a game.
And talk about a place that has good volunteers and Liberal BeeJays.
That ball lifted to left field. Left fielder moving to his right down the line. And that is Scott. He's able to make the catch for out number 1. So we have 1 down now. And that will bring up the left fielder, number 1, Caden Hensley.
Yeah, it was amazing years ago. And I was coaching in Summer League, got to go out and went and play Dodge City for a doubleheader. And then the next day we played Liberal. That's when Mike Hargrove was there. Mm-hmm. And they were beating us about 4 or 5-0. Rain came, we delayed. And then he said, well, let's keep playing. Ended up losing like 21-10 10. But they do great out there.
That fouled off there by Hensley. So the count goes to no balls and 1 strike.
Okay, Hensley's from Lubbock, Texas, 5'10", 175. And guess where he plays? Lubbock Christian, hometown.
Those of you that just joined us, we're in the top half of the 3rd inning. We have no score so far between the Liberal BeeJays and the Cheney, Kansas Diamond Dogs. That one misses outside as the count now goes to 1 ball and 1 strike.
But I'll tell you about Pat Hahn. He'll be thinking maybe he'll go one time through the lineup, and I've seen him where all of a sudden change pitchers. Just so different looks.
That one just misses, so the count will now go to 2 balls and 1 strike.
And if the guy's dominating, he just sticks with him like, you should. But and like we saw the other day with Seattle's pitcher, and that just, nobody could hit him. Yeah.
That one going to be out of play along the right field side. And you know what? I don't know why. Something just popped in my head here, but I don't think I announced the head coach for the Liberal BeeJays, and that's Jarrett Mayetta. And if I didn't, I apologize, but for some reason that just popped in my head. And we always want to make sure that we give everybody credit. So there we go. I hope I straightened that out. That's fouled off there by Hensley. I remember doing Pat Hahn, but I don't remember doing Mr. Mayetta. So the count stays at 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Hensley. Hex is still on at second base as he reached on a double as he hit one to right center field off the fence. And Castellanos steps off. So Hex goes back to second base. And here is the 2-2 pitch. That one is lifted to the right-hand side. Second baseman Holder is going to the right, but the right fielder Ashby gets under it and tagging up going to third base. There's a throw to third base, and in safely is Hext. A great job there by Mears, who dove to try to make that tag. But what a throw there by Ashby.
Yeah, and he got something on it. I mean, just a little off right there, but man, that was a strong throw from, especially running all that way.
So we have a fly out to right field as that was right down the line, but Ashby was able to throw that clear to third base. And Hex is now standing at third base after tagging up. That will bring up the right fielder, number 2, Gavin Brzezowski.
Yeah, Brzezowski flew out to right field his first at-bat, leading off the game.
That one in there for call strike 1, so the count is no balls, 1 strike. So the 0-1 pitch coming there. The hard fly ball to right field, but that's going to be out of play. Well, that time there, Brzezowski stayed, kept his hands back and then really drove that one well, but just pulled it. So the count is no balls, 2 strikes now to Brzezowski. Here's the 0-2 pitch. That one fouled off. Catcher Cruz could just not hang on to it. Did hit his glove, but just popped out. So the count will stay the same at no balls and 2 strikes.
I want to see what he does with this 0-2, right here, because if it's somebody's going to waste one, or because he's going to be defensive. Brzezowski's going to be very defensive mode right here, trying to get that run.
Swing and a miss. Oh, it is fouled off. Correction. I thought the catcher was showing the umpire that he had that.
Yeah, Castellanos came right after him. He came right after him with a fastball in.
So the count is still no balls, 2 strikes. So 0-2 pitch coming up here by Castellanos. Out breaking ball. That one's lifted to the right-hand side. That's going to be right down the line. That may be some trouble. And it does. It falls right down in between the shortstop and the left fielder in for a base hit. And Brzezowski is in with a double, and scoring from third base is Hext. So it is 1-0 now in favor of the Liberal BeeJays. And Brzezowski gets that double right down the left field line. You could tell that might be trouble there, as both the shortstop Speck and Scott from left field were going after it. Just didn't look like anybody was going to be able to get to it.
Well, that's why I brought up. I said with 0-2, it's going to be interesting how he throws, because he's just trying to get his bat out there, which he did. It was just enough.
So we have 1 run scored. 0-1 now the count to now batting the second baseman, number 15, Keaton Grady.
He flew out to left field his first appearance. Again, this second time around now, so we'll see what kind of approaches.
That went fouled off along the first base side. So the count will now go to no balls and 2 strikes. Castellanos has been getting on top of the batters.
It's 0-2, but that 0-2, you got to have that punch out, that knockout punch type thing when you get 2 strikes.
He had 6 straight flyouts. There's a swing and a miss there by Grady as he goes down swinging for out number 3. But not before the Liberal BeeJays. They score 1 run on 2 hits, 2 doubles, and no errors, and 1 left on base. At the end of 2.5 innings of play, it is the BeeJays 1 and the Diamond Dawgs 0. We'll be right back.
When deciding on energy for your home, there are wants and there are needs. You want it to be good for the environment, but you need it there when the weather gets bad. You want it to save energy, but it has to be affordable too. Thankfully, you don't have to make a choice. It's natural gas.
Spirit Aerosystems is where flight begins. It's where decades of aviation innovation fuels the aerospace industry. It's where the world's largest aircraft structures take shape and where they take flight for the first time. At Spirit, we design and build the foundations of flight. Here, you can build with your hands and design with your mind. We're looking for talented individuals, including skilled manufacturing employees, to join our Wichita team. At Spirit Aerosystems, flight begins with you.
The NBC World Series, powered by Evergy, is brought to you by Burns and McDonough. Honored to serve the city of Wichita and municipal utilities across the nation, and by Kansas Gas. Kansas Gas Service encourage you to be a dig hero by calling 811 2 full days before any digging project. And we're back to the Hobart Deddard Phil here for the 88th Annual NBC World Series as we go to the bottom half of the 3rd inning. And due up is Jackson Searing.
Yeah, Searing's from Derby, Kansas, 6 foot, 195. Plays ball at Butler County Community College. And he's been with them a couple years now, the Diamond Dogs.
Count is 1 ball, 1 strike now to Searing. That one hit to the right-hand side. Second baseman Grady moves to his right, goes to York for out number 1. So a 4-3 put out if you're scoring at home with us for the first out. That will bring up the third baseman, number 6, Cole Mears.
Yeah, Mears in the first inning flew out to center field.
They had an unusual contest going on out there.
Yeah, that was.
Between innings. Did you see that?
Yeah, so Andrew in the middle of it there. La Burgos, as usual.
I don't think I've ever seen that before. That was a rock, scissors, paper. Whoever lost, the other person got to slap them across the face with a tortilla.
Yeah.
That one misses for ball 1, so the count goes to 1 ball and 1 strike.
You have to show that to your grandkids, right?
Yeah.
Christmas time. Hey, I got a new game for you.
You got a new game.
Yes.
That one is fouled off, and the count will go now to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Almost hit the camera over here, didn't it?
Yeah.
Very close. Did it move it?
It did. Is it all right? Okay, it's all right.
That's okay then. Okay. So 1 ball, 2 strikes now. That one misses outside.
I was hoping it's okay because you'd probably make me go out there and move it. I know
Well,
you,
not
Frank.
that. No, I was actually, what I was worried about when I said it's okay, I was afraid it was shooting us now, and everybody was going to be able to see us.
Yeah,
And I remember, you remember what I told you? I think it was yesterday. I was telling you the story. That one misses outside for 2 and 2 or 3 and 2 now. I was telling you the story that I was announcing one time. I was announcing a wrestling match, and this guy from the stand comes down, and as I'm announcing, and he says, "Hey, by the way," he goes, "you got a great voice." He goes, "You got a voice for radio." And then he took a couple steps and looks back and he says, "Thank God," because he goes, "You don't have a face for TV." So he made me feel good for about 3 seconds, and that was about it. And that was out there, strikeout for out number 2. And that will bring up the shortstop number 4, George Speck.
So now you're leery of cameras, I understand.
Yeah, so now I'm just like, every time I see a camera, the guy doesn't have no idea what he did to me. Yeah. That one misses outside for ball 1. This count goes to 1 ball and no strikes.
And George Speck, he struck out in that first inning.
So that's why when I saw the camera move, I thought, uh-oh, I hope he didn't come this way. Hard hit ball there. That's right over the second baseman's head, and Speck will be on with his first hit of the ball game. That was a hard hit there.
Again, that's about the adjustments that we were talking about. They're figuring out, get this again the second time around for Cheney to see him. So we'll see what happens right here. Because they got a big hitter right here.
Somebody just texted me, said that activity is a TikTok challenge. It's called tortilla slapping. And I'm sorry, I don't recognize the number.
Yeah, that's Ashby.
That one, Ashby is up now. That one's called strike 1. So we do have a runner on the first base as Speck just got a base hit.
You got to watch throwing a fastball to this guy.
That is the 3rd hit for the Cheney Diamond Dogs. There goes Speck to second base, and that is fouled off. So Speck will hustle back. Yes, we know Lenny Ashby well. He's hit a couple
3 years.
home runs. Yeah.
I
I remember one time we were in the last inning, and he put one over the fence on us, and I think we were up by two runs, and there was 2 guys on base and beat us.
Oh, I remember.
That still hurts, doesn't it?
Yeah, yes, it does.
That one just misses, so the count will go.
Yeah, that's why I said don't throw him a fastball.
Right.
I mean, because what he could do with a fastball, we've seen.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Everybody at home is wondering, what are you talking about? Well, Carv and I used to work together on the YouTube channel, and I was the announcer for the Newton Rebels, and he was the play-by-play commentator, but he was also general manager. That ball hit up the middle, and that's going to be in for a base hit for Lenny Ashby, as the Cheney Diamond Dogs have now collected 2 base hits in a row. Once again, they did the same thing in the 2nd inning.
I do want to say a shout-out to the people there in Aruba. They're, it's a family and everything. It's great. It's a great island, 20-some miles long, but, man, they play baseball all the time. I mean, it's amazing.
So now we have runners on at second and third. First and second. And Speck is on at second. Ashby at first with 2 down. Brings up the left fielder, number 10, Ryan Scott. And that ball lifted to right field. Right fielder backing up. And he's still going back. Got to the warning track and just put his glove up and made the catch. That was Brzezinski for the 3rd out. So the bottom half of the 3rd inning for the Diamond Dogs. They scored no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left on base. At the end of 3 innings of play, it is the Liberal BeeJays 1 and the Cheney Diamond Dogs 0. We'll be right back.
When deciding on energy for your home, there are wants and there are needs. You want it to be good for the environment, but you need it there when the weather gets bad. You want it to save energy, but it has to be affordable too. Thankfully, you don't have to make a choice. It's natural gas.
Spirit Aero Systems is where flight begins. It's where decades of aviation innovation fuels the aerospace industry. It's where the world's largest aircraft structures take shape and where they take flight for the first time. At Spirit, we design and build the foundations of flight. Here, you can build with your hands and design with your mind. We're looking for talented individuals, including skilled manufacturing employees, to join our Wichita team. At Spirit Aero Systems, flight begins with you.
And we welcome you back to Hobart Deadwood Field here in Hutchinson, Kansas for the 88th Annual NBC World Series powered by Evergy. As we move to the top half of the fourth inning, the score is 1-0 in favor of the Liberal Kansas BeeJays over the Cheney, Kansas Diamond Dogs.
Hey, Frank, I was just looking at the bullpen out there. See bullpen coach for Cheney, Russ Kessler. To see Russ Kessler, and he's got all the pitchers around him. What kind of stories do you think he's telling?
Oh, my goodness. Due up is the designated hitter number 8, Dalen Pena, and the horn sounded, and he got a penalty for not being in the box with 5 seconds or more, so it is strike one. You have to be in the box with 5 seconds or more. Not the horn goes off. It's against the batter. If you are in there and the pitcher doesn't throw it, then it's against the pitcher and it's ball one.
Yeah, you play all summer without this, and you have to.
But that's the unique part about the NBC. That ball hits to the shortstop. Speck goes to first to Brewer for out number 1. So Pena is out, 6-3 for the first out. That will bring up the first baseman, number 43, Zach York.
You know, I don't understand because Payne is the DH, so he should have a bat in his hand pretty much ready all the time. I see a catcher situation where he has to get his gear off and run up there.
That one misses inside for ball one.
Yeah, York popped up to the shortstop. It's first at bat.
So 1 ball, no strike now to York. York flew out to the shortstop, like you said last time. That one just misses. As the count now goes to 2 balls and no strikes.
You see somebody playing catch out there in the Diamond Dogs bullpen. It's a wicked little curveball right there.
2-1 now the count to Zach York. There's the pitch. That one breaking ball in there for call strike, and that will even up the count now at 2-2.
But I'm enjoying watching this because it's mixing it up, like off speed, and we'll see what happens right here. He throws a fastball. Where's he located?
There it is, that fastball right down the middle.
Yeah. It's not where
I was going to say, he's been throwing the fastball up the middle, and that's where the last 2 hits are from. So that ball was hit into center field, and York was on with his first hit of the game. That is the 3rd hit of the game for the Liberal.
I think it's tough sometimes you throw a couple off speeds. Let's say curveball, then, I don't know if I want to throw another one. But then you throw the fastball, and they all hit fastballs better.
That brings up the third baseman, number 11, Tyce Armstrong. That one in the ground. Hit for a ball.
Yeah, Armstrong, he flew out to first base. And that was back in the 2nd inning.
That one gets away from catcher, but York's not going anywhere. Takes a couple steps and decides that he will not make it, so he goes back to first base as the count now goes to 2 balls and no strikes.
That's one thing. Both catchers, I was watching, a little pregame, whatever, before, and both of those guys have good arms.
We must have quite a bit of fans here because I noticed that the overflow where some more seating is towards the third base side is there's a lot of people there. That's good. So the count is 2 balls and 1 strike now to Tyce Armstrong, who's the third baseman here this evening for the BeeJays. Here's the pitch by Castañeros. Castellanos, correction. That one in there for call strike, and the count will go to 2-2. Two pitch. That one hit to the right side. Did you see that? What he did there?
Right
He
there.
just lifted that bat out there and just threw it out there.
Yeah, that's what you have to do too, because it's off away. Remember we were talking about that they like to throw away. That's what you have to do. Just go over there and just go with that pitch. Don't try to come around it. Don't try to hook the pitch.
So the BeeJays have back-to-back hits now. So York will be standing on at second base. Armstrong records his first hit of the game. And that will bring up the catcher number 5, Hudson Polk.
And Polk, he popped out also to first base in the second inning. Like I said, right now there's only been one ground ball. That was by Pena when he grounded out to the shortstop. So there's a lot of pop-ups, but you're looking for a ground ball right here to get it as double play. That'd get him right out of this.
With that base hit there by Armstrong, that's his second hit of the World Series. That one in there for call strike. As the count now goes 1-1 now to Polk. And with that base hit by York, that's his third hit here in the World Series. 1-1 pitch now by Castellanos. That one lifted to third base. Third baseman will go to first for the double play for out number 3.
That's the ground ball. That's what we're talking about. That's what you wanted.
So the top half of the fourth inning, they scored no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left on base at the end of 3.5 innings of play. It is BeeJays 1 and the Diamond Dawgs 0, and we'll be right back.
There's something happening in Wichita. Excitement, movement, a vibe. A city that offers amazing experiences delivered with heart. From arts to attractions, nightlife to sports, you feel the energy at every turn. A little fancy, a little funky, but always friendly. Come see the place we love. We think you'll love it too. Discover more at visitwichita.com.
Seeing the world of energy differently means looking forward and innovating now. It's why we've invested in a next-gen infrastructure, one capable of providing energy to you more dependably than anything before it, so you can focus on what matters most. Reliable, sustainable, affordable energy that puts you first. That's everything to us. Evergy, the utility company.
The NBC World Series, powered by Evergy, is brought to you by Black Hills Energy and by Spirit Aerosystems, of the world's largest manufacturers of aerostructures for commercial airplanes, defense platforms, and business and regional jets. Well, we're back here at Hobart Detter Field for the 88th Annual NBC World Series, powered by Evergy. Due up now for the Cheney Diamond Dogs here in the bottom half of the fourth inning. Designated hitter, number 15, Lincoln Andrews. Sorry about that, but the horn went off, and I'm trying to figure out what they're going to do about it. Looks like nothing. So Lincoln Andrews is up 1-1.
Well, yeah, Lincoln Andrews, the pride of Canyon City, Colorado.
That one fastball misses high for ball 1. So Bonzagny starting his 4th inning of work here. So far he has thrown 48 pitches. 48 pitches now. That one lifted to the third base side. Third baseman Armstrong going to the fence, but not going to be able to get to it, as the count will now go to 1-1 strike.
Now, I know when Lincoln played for us a couple years ago, I think he had like 7 home runs, and he was second in the league, like 40-something RBIs. It was an unbelievable summer.
Hit the ball hard. That's the one thing about Lincoln that you can depend on. It's a 1-1 pitch now by Bonzagny. That one is fouled off by Andrews.
Yeah, Lincoln hit .375 this summer in 18 games. 4 home runs.
1 ball, 2 strikes. as he is the leadoff hitter. There's a fouled ball, or no, it's a swing and a miss there by Andrews as he goes down swinging for out number 1. That is the 4th strikeout recorded by Bonzagny. That will bring up the first baseman, number 7, Noah Brewer.
Yeah, Brewer in the second, he did get a base hit.
That base hit you're speaking of is one of the 2 back-to-back base hits that the Diamond Dogs have gotten here this evening. That one a swing and a miss as the count goes no balls, 1 strike. Really great ball game so far. That one hit to the shortstop. Shortstop's going to have to hustle in, and he's not going to be able to come up with it as he reached down for it, but when he come back up, he didn't have it in his hands.
It's another base hit.
That is a base hit there by Brewer. So Brewer records his 2nd hit of the ball game now, and that was a tough play because it really dented the ball. That will bring up the second baseman, number 2, Jackson Holder.
And you got to look where the shortstop's playing back, too, and he had to come a long ways.
Yeah, because that was clear on the grass area, and he had to come all that way because the shortstop, Larry, was almost back to the outfield grass. That one a line shot into center field. So another back-to-back hits here now by the Cheney Diamond Dogs as Holder records his first hit of the ball game. And now Brewer will be standing at second base, and Holder will be on at first with 1 down.
You know, it's amazing. You watch, like when we played them, I'm looking at the stats they had this summer, and every one of them have great offensive stats, especially on base percentage, batting average. These guys can hit.
So runners on at first and second with 1 down. And Mason Cruz now the batter. That first pitch is in there for call, strike 1.
Yeah, Cruz struck out in the 2nd inning.
Didn't really care for that call either.
Yeah.
He turned around and said something to the umpire and stepped out of the batter's box, and he's ready to go. So no balls, 1 strike now to Cruz. Fastball misses down below the knees.
You know, and it's amazing. Some umpires you could talk to, if you know them. You got a kind of relationship. You've seen them all summer or been around and everything. Some you got to watch. You kind of have to earn that to be able to say something.
Well, sometimes they'll ask, was that a strike or, where was it at? But that one didn't look like he was asking. That one's outside, so the count is 2 balls, 1 strike now to Mason Cruz.
No, see, that's how you know if they they have a history before. They can talk. They've talked before.
2-1 pitch now by Bonzagny. With runners on at first and second. That one misses outside into the ground. That's going to get away from the catcher. That's a wild pitch. And moving over to third base will be Noah Brewer. Moving over to second base will be Jackson Holder. With 1 down here. And the count now 3 balls, 1 strike. The corners are in, and the middle infielders are at.
Well, they're going to give up 1 run. They're not.
Yep.
They don't want to give up 2.
They're going to make sure they get the outs. Here's the pitch. That swing and a miss there by Cruz, as the count goes full now at 3-2. But I like what Paul Bonzagny did there. He just said, you know what? Hit my best stuff. Here it is.
Yep.
He just challenged him.
Just come after him. Yep. That's what you have to do.
And Cruz calls timeout.
This is where you have to shorten your swing. Just put the ball in play. I mean, like I say, you put a little ground ball, just a pepper ball, let's say, to second base, you score a run.
We're ready to go now on the full count. So here's the 3-2 pitch now by Bonzagny. That fastball hits that inside corner for third call strike. And once again, Cruz didn't like that one.
Yeah, they probably didn't help his cause because maybe earlier saying that, but it looked like it was pretty close enough.
That is the 5th strikeout recorded by Paul Bonzegny. That will bring up the center fielder, number 36, Jackson Searing.
Yeah, he grounded out to second in the third inning.
That one high, fastball. As the count goes 1 ball, no strikes. Yeah, with a full count, you got to protect. And that was close enough.
Yeah. I said try to take it out of the umpire's hand if it's that close.
Fastball misses high as the count now goes to 2 balls and no strikes.
You know, Searing's the 9-hole. If he can get on, you get the top of the line with Cole Mears up.
That one fouled off by Searing. So the count will now go to 2 balls and 1 strike.
You know, about Searing, like I said, he's been with the Diamond Dogs a couple of years. He knows what he's doing. He's been in this situation many times.
We've got some cloud cover that's been here for 45 minutes. It really makes it look nice, but I'm sure it's still kind of muggy out. The wind is blowing. You can see the American flag out there blowing out, it looks like. That one hit deep into, well, actually, here comes the second baseman going back. What a great catch there by the second baseman, as he had to hustle back as long as also the right fielder was coming in to try to make that catch. That was Grady that made the catch for out number 3. So at the end of 4 innings of play, it is the Liberal Kansas BeeJays 1 and the Cheney Kansas Diamond Dogs 0, and we'll be right back.
There's something happening in Wichita. Excitement, movement, a vibe. A city that offers amazing experiences delivered with heart. From arts to attractions, nightlife to sports, you feel the energy at every turn. A little fancy, a little funky, but always friendly. Come see the place we love. We think you'll love it too. Discover more at visitwichita.com.
Seeing the world of energy differently means looking forward and innovating now. It's why we've invested in a next-gen infrastructure, one capable of providing energy to you more dependably than anything before it, so you can focus on what matters most. Reliable, sustainable, affordable energy that puts you first. That's everything to us. Evergy, the utility company.
And we welcome you back to Hobart Detterville here in Hutchins, Kansas for the 88th Annual NBC World Series, powered by Evergy. This is Frank Martinez, your play-by-play announcer, joined along by Mark Cavalla, our general manager for the Newton Rebels. As we go to the top half of the 5th inning, due up for the BeeJays, the center fielder, number 7, Cooper Hecht. He reached on a double, wasn't it?
Yeah, double, and he scored. It's the 1 run right there. That was in the 3rd inning.
Those were back-to-back, not back-to-back doubles, but there were 2 doubles in that inning.
Right.
The other one
well, 2 out double. That's what it was.
By Brosuski.
Yeah, Frank, 415 watching us.
Oh, great. That's good to hear. Swing and a miss there by Hecht. So the count will go now to 1 ball, 1 strike. Well, all 400 of you watching, we welcome you to the broadcast. Hope you're enjoying the action from wherever you're at, whether it's Liberal, Kansas, or Wichita, Kansas, or wherever it is. There's a line shot down the right field line. That's going to be in for extra bases. And Hecht is a speedster as he's going to go to third base standing up. So a triple and a double now by Cooper Hecht.
That was a nice line drive right down on a fastball away.
Right down the line. Great hit. That would bring up the shortstop, number 28, Ryan Larry.
Yeah, Larry flew out to left field last time. That's probably something he wouldn't mind right now to get that run in.
First pitch is fouled off there by Larry. Sorry, Carv. I had to get a piece of ice in my throat there.
That's no problem.
I was running a little dry here for some reason.
Yeah, that's what the big thing is. You try to get guys as a leadoff hitter, get on base. And they're doing that. Liberal's done it a couple times now.
That one in the ground, and that one go for a ball. As the count will now go to 1 ball, 1 strike down to Ryan Larry with a runner on at third base here in the top half of the 5th inning. 1-0 is the score. Favor of Liberal. And they're threatening again. Corners are in for Cheney. And here's the pitch. Breaking ball misses low as the count will now go to 2 balls and 1 strike.
Again, this favors the hitter, looking for a good pitch to hit. Something that he wants something that he could drive, get that run, but also look at the infield. They're playing back. Even a ground ball is going to score him.
2 balls, 1 strike now to Larry. Here's the pitch. The breaking ball just misses outside, and the count will now go to 3 balls and 1 strike. And Castellanos was not too happy with himself on that one. Kind of went back and talked to himself a little bit. Once again, the corners are in. That fastball just misses outside. Did he call that a strike?
He called that a strike.
Oh, he did.
We definitely have Liberal fans there, don't we? You can hear them yelling over there. They disagree.
I couldn't tell from here, but I thought it was slightly outside, but umpire's got a better view than I do. So the count is full now at 3-2. I don't want to do his jog. That was a breaking ball in there for call strike 3. What a great pitch by Castellanos as he hit that outside corner and then came back with a changeup that hit that inside corner. And we have 1 down now. That's a big strikeout there.
Well, and I tell you, he's got a lot of confidence in himself right there. I mean, it's just really, they're doing a great job. Mason Cruz and him together just working well.
That will bring up the left fielder, number 1, Caden Hensley. That one misses inside for ball 1.
Yeah, I don't see anybody throwing, and Cheney, there's somebody throwing earlier. And Coach Hahn might just wait for somebody to go through, 5 innings. If he can get through 5, and like I said, that's what it's going to come down to, I think, the battle of the bullpens. Because, I mean, you look at it, Cheney's getting runners on, too. They've left 5 guys left on base.
Breaking ball in there for call strike as the count now goes to 2 balls and 1 strike.
Yeah, they're still playing back, so they'll concede the run.
So 2-1 now the count. That went down low for ball 3, so 3-1 now the count with Heck still on third base. We have 1 down now. Here in the top half of the 5th inning, 1-0 is the score in favor of Liberal. They are threatening with their leadoff hitter being at third base. That one in there for call strike, so the count will go full now at 3-2.
Tell you, Frank, it's hard to even see home plate. It's pretty it's covered up. I don't want to dust that off. I'd say see the corners right there.
I can't see how they see it because I agree with you. Breaking ball, that one's is lifted to the first base side, but it's going to be fouled more towards the coach's box.
My first meeting with the team every year, I always say, we talk about the offense. 5 most important words: put the ball in play.
Yeah.
And this is right here, a good example right here. You put the ball in play, you're going to score a run.
Well, the umpire heard you because he just brushed it off. Okay. So full count now. Or maybe he's listening to us.
Yeah,
maybe he's got the little
earpiece
on and listening to the World Series.
You might be one of the 415.
There you go. Ball hit to the right-hand side once again in foul territory.
That's great. The fan bases on both these teams. It doesn't surprise me. There's that many fans listening to watching us. And like you said, we appreciate that. 2 powerhouse teams right here.
3-2 pitch now by Castellanos. Breaking ball, that's fouled off once again to the right-hand side. Well, both Castellanos and Hensley doing a great job.
Hensley he's just battling right there.
Yeah,
His head off speed.
battling.
Castellanos, he had some late break, too. I was just looking at how late that break comes in.
He flew out to right field his first time, made an out.
And he knows shortstop's in right now.
Yeah. Off tip. He didn't hang on to it, so
his ball's moving. It reminds me like somebody who has a knuckleball. You don't really get to hit the full flush the ball, and he just barely hit the top of that.
So count stays full now at 3-2. And we have a battle going on here between Hensley and Castellanos. Here's the pitch. That one in the ground, and that one's going to be ball 4.
Yeah, they always go on percentages, and when you get a leadoff triple, they'll say like over 75% of the time you're going to score. If you get a double, it's maybe 50%. You see what I'm saying? If you get a single, maybe it's all about percentages, and you get that leadoff triple there, it's definitely an opportunity to score.
Well, I love the exchange that Hensley had there then with the umpire. I don't know if you saw it or not.
Yeah.
But after the ball hit the ground there and stuff, he kind of looked at him and said, "Is that ball 4?" And umpire goes, "Yes." And he had fouled off so many that he forgot what the count was, how many balls there had been, because he knew he had 2 strikes on him.
It's a great at bat.
And Hensley smiled at him and just went down towards first base.
Because you look at Castellanos, he's
78 pitches.
Yeah, so he's getting up there. And like I said, I haven't seen anybody, but I know Hunter Douglas, assistant coach, is out there.
Yeah, they are out there talking to Castellanos.
Well,
78 pitches, but you know what? He's got 54 strikes.
Yeah.
And only 24 balls, so he's been putting the ball in play.
Well, there's a reason, that Coach Hunt, he's, obviously he knows how to win. He was 6-0 in the league this year.
And that would bring up the right fielder, number 2, Gavin Brzezowski.
Yep, and he is 1 for 2. He's one of those doubles you were talking about. In the third inning, got the RBI. He's got another opportunity to score a run.
Brzezowski is up a left-handed batter. Here's the pitch. A hard hit ball to right field. That's going to be right at the right fielder. Here comes the throw. The tagging up from third base is Hicks. That's going to be that's going to get away from the catcher. That was towards the right-hand side of home plate. And so Brzezowski records a base hit. And then he goes to second base on the throw in home. So 2-0 is now the score. And guess who's got both RBIs there?
Yeah, our leadoff guy.
The leadoff guy, Mr. Brzezowski. And that would bring up the second baseman, number 15, Keaton Grady. 2-0 now the score in favor of Libero.
Hensley going to second on there and throw. They got another runner in scoring position, and you got Grady up, who's 0 for 2.
So Keaton Grady is up. We do have 2 down here, and the top half of the 5th inning, 2-0 is the score. 2 balls, 1 strike now to Keaton Grady. A swing and a miss there by Grady, and that will even up the count now at 2-2.
Yeah, that was a little slider action right there. That was pretty good break to it. He still has his stuff, but he is getting up there. And like I said, I think Coach Hahn wanted to get through 5 innings with him.
So 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Keaton Grady. Here's the pitch by Castellanos. That's going to be up the middle. That's going to be in for a base hit. Coming around to score is Hensley. from second base. 3-0 now the score in favor of Liberal.
Yeah, that errant throw right there, that definitely paid off, I guess I can say, for Liberal. Didn't pay off for Cheney. Put the runner in scoring position.
Well, that looks like that's going to be it for Caden Castellanos. As here comes Coach. Going to be getting the ball from him, and we'll see who's coming in here, Carb. So the Liberal BeeJays have gotten some good hitting here.
Yeah, no, timely hitting.
At the right time.
Yeah, the right time.
At the right time.
And both times, I mean, in the third inning, they had the double, and then they had 2 outs. And then 2 out hitting, got the double. But, you know, same thing here. Even though there was 1 out, but they almost got out of this.
And we know all the baseball. You can hit the ball all you want to, but unless you take advantage of when guys are on base, it's not going to do you any good. Can you see who that is?
I think it's somebody we know. Yeah, Zach Gillick.
Zach Gillick coming in, okay.
We know him very well.
So coming into the ball game will be Zach Gillick. You got
Zach Gillick from Valley Center, Kansas, 6'2", 205, from Eastern Michigan. He's had quite a route. He was at Friends University, then Pratt, and then he went to, somebody you know since high school, right? You knew him, the family, and know him.
I've been calling his games for many years now up in Valley Center High School, and he just graduated from there a couple years ago. And then, of course, he played for the Newton Rebels.
Yes, 4 years. He's played for us 4 years, very loyal to the program, and he was our MVP last year.
Yeah, well, his brother just graduated this year.
And he played with us.
And he played with you also.
Did a great job. Gillick's summer numbers, he was 1-3, 33 innings, 2.18 ERA. And the thing is, he only walked 13 guys. He didn't walk a lot of people. Anyway, but yeah, he's going to compete. He's going to come after him.
Well, one thing that we know about Gillick, and he throws the ball hard.
Right. Well, and he mixes it up. Like I said, when he's on, he has like 3 or 4 pitches. You talk to him, he's got like 4 good pitches.
Well, I'm going to give you the final numbers for Caden Castellanos. He went 4 2/3 innings, gave up 6 hits, 3 runs, 2 earned runs, 1 base on balls, had 2 strikeouts as he faced 20 batters. So Zach Gillick now coming on.
He's going against the number 3 batter and Pena.
And now up will be the designated hitter number 8, Dalen Pena.
Yeah, sorry about that, Frank. I shouldn't have said that. but anyway, I was just looking at it, and he's 0 for 2.
Runner on at first base with 2 down. 3-0 is the score here in the top half of the 5th inning in favor of the Liberal Kansas BeeJays. First pitch is a ball 1. There's a fastball along the outside corner, as that will even up the count now at 1-1.
Yeah, and I tell you, it's quite a story of Zach Gillick. I knew him about, like I said, 4 or 5 years ago when he started out at Friends University and throwing about 70-something miles an hour.
There goes the runner as the ball is lifted to left field. Left fielder backing up.
Wow.
Finally gets under it. That Scott makes the catch for out number 3. But not before the BeeJays scored 2 runs on 2 hits, no error, or 1 error, and 1 left on base. At the end of 4.5 innings play, it is the BeeJays 3 and the Diamond Dogs 0, and we'll be right back.
Thinking about starting your next home improvement project? Make sure you call 811 before you dig. Once you call 811, wait a few days for the utilities to mark your yard with paint or flags so that you don't unintentionally dig into an underground utility line. Hitting a buried line can disrupt your neighborhood's utility service, cost money to repair, or cause serious injury or death. Southern Star asks you to protect your community. Dig safely. Call 811.
Hi friends, Phil Nightingale, General Manager of Mel Hamilton Ford. Are you looking for a pre-owned car, truck, or SUV? Something dependable, something you can count on? Then look no further.
With the largest selection of certified pre-owned vehicles in the state, we know you can find what you're looking for. Not looking for a Ford? No problem. Mel Hamilton Ford offers a wide selection of other vehicles. Kia, Toyota, Chevy, Dodge. Every payment, every price. Let our experienced sales team find the perfect vehicle just for you. Mel Hamilton Ford, taking care of customers since 1984. Experience the difference.
The NBC World Series, powered by Evergy, is brought to you by Visit Wichita and by Hooks Bats, providing quality hand-turned maple and ash bats for amateur players across the country. All right, we go to the bottom half of the fifth inning. 3-0 is the score in favor of Liberal. And due up now, I believe it's third baseman number 6, Cole Mears. Ball lifted to right field. Right fielder makes the catch for out number 1.
Yeah, I was going to say now, the thing is, like we talked about, they've left 5 runners on base. I mean, they've been getting some guys on. And what you brought up, they just haven't had the timely hit that Liberals have.
Now batting will be the shortstop number 4, George Speck.
Yeah, Speck's 1 for 2, had a base hit there in the third and a strikeout in the first. It's not sometimes when you get hits. It's you getting hits. It's just when you get the hits at the right time, and especially the timely hit, 2 out hits.
The ball hits the second baseman. Second baseman dives for it, but not able to get to it as that ball went right under his glove. And that was Grady with that effort.
Speck's 2 for 2 now.
So another base hit there by Speck. As he will be on at first base, and that will bring up the right fielder, number 99, Lenny Ashby.
Yeah, and here's a guy that could change the game right here. He gets his pitch. We saw it yesterday, or a couple days ago. We saw that. He hit it over those trees in right field.
Well, 3-0 is not too far away. There's a hard hit ball. That's going to be into center field. Lenny Ashby records his second hit of the ball game, and that is the second hit of the ball game in a row. Once again, that's the fourth time in a row now, fourth inning in a row that they've done this.
Again, it's what we talk about. When you get the hit, get a good pitch to hit. Like I said, Lenny right there, he came up. He knew what he was going to do. He drove that first fastball right up the middle.
That will bring up the left fielder, number 10, Ryan Scott.
And Scott's over 2. He had that long fly ball to the warning track in the third inning.
There's a check swing, and going to say no, he did not go. So the count is 1 ball, no strikes to Ryan Scott. And Bon Zachney, that was his 68th pitch, it looks like. He's had 47 strikes and 21 balls. That fastball hits the outside corner, and the count will even up now at 1-1.
You know, one thing I'd be telling the outfielders, anything up in the air, you better take your first step back, because we've noticed that. We noticed that they've been drifting a lot, and that can make a difference in a game like this with the win.
Here's the pitch. That fastball misses inside. And the count will now go 2 balls and 1 strike. I've got a fly that's bothering me for some reason. About went in my mouth here just a second ago.
Wow.
2 balls, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. That one lifted into right field once again, and the right fielder, Brzezowski, makes the catch, and there goes the runner to third base, and he's going to be in safely. That's Speck will be now at third base. Fly out. That's the third fly out to right field by Scott. And we have 2 down now. That will bring up the designated hitter number 15, Lincoln Andrews.
Yeah, Andrews is 1 for 2. Had base hit in the second. Struck out in the fourth.
We have Ashby on at first, Beck on at third. 2 down here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. 3-0 is the score. The hard hit ball to second baseman. Second baseman tosses to the shortstop, makes the play for out number 3. So no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left on base. At the end of 5 innings of play, it is the Liberal BeeJays 3 and the Cheney Diamond Dogs 0, and we'll be right back.
Thinking about starting your next home improvement project? Make sure you call 811 before you dig. Once you call 811, wait a few days for the utilities to mark your yard with paint or flags so that you don't unintentionally dig into an underground utility line. Hitting a buried line can disrupt your neighborhood's utility service, cost money to repair, or cause serious injury or death. Southern Star asks you to protect your community. Dig safely. Call 811.
Hi friends, Phil Nightingale, General Manager of Mel Hamilton Ford. Are you looking for a pre-owned car, truck, or SUV? Something dependable, something you can count on? Then look no further.
With the largest selection of certified pre-owned vehicles in the state, we know you can find what you're looking for. Not looking for a Ford? No problem. Mel Hamilton Ford offers a wide selection of other vehicles. Kia, Toyota, Chevy, Dodge. Every payment, every price. Let our experienced sales team find the perfect vehicle just for you. Mel Hamilton Ford, taking care of customers since 1984. Experience the difference.
And we welcome you back to Hobart Detterfield for the 88th Annual NBC World Series, powered by Evergy. We're in Hutchinson, Kansas, hosting this. This will be the last day here in Hutchinson, Mark.
Yeah.
Starting tomorrow, we go back to Wichita.
No, I've enjoyed it here, but it's probably about a 10-minute drive for me in Wichita, right down on 21st Street. So I look forward to that. But, yeah, no, it's been great here. They've done, like you brought up, everybody's been great here. The
hospitality's really been good. People have been kind. And,
grounds crew, I mean, it's unbelievable.
Ground crew's really been great. And there's a fastball to Zach York is leading off the top half of the 6th inning. 3-0 to score if you're just joining us in favor of the Liberal BeeJays over the Cheney Diamond Dogs. And Zach York is the first batter.
And York is 1 for 2 with the base hit in the 4th. Gillick does work quickly, as we know.
Zach Gillick in there.
Now you got to watch the Gillick. Hit quite a few. I mean, I'm probably more than you and I have seen. Probably more batters this summer, and I think a lot of it's just due that he's working on his inside. He's not afraid to go inside on people.
Fastball lifted to the first base side, going to be foul as the count says it goes to 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Again, he has a mixture of pitches right there. When he gets his changeup, he has a pretty good changeup. He doesn't use it all the time, but it's pretty good.
One thing, all the years that I've covered Gillick, I know that he's going to be around the strike zone.
Yeah.
That one down low, and the count will go full now at 3-2.
But I was going to say, when he's on, he'll throw that changeup, especially with 2 strikes or whatever. He'll mix it up.
Well, he was the league leader in strikeouts. Their ball hit up the middle to second baseman. Second baseman moves to his right, goes to first for out number 1. That's Holder now at second base to Brewer. So a 4-3 put out for the first out. That'll bring up the third baseman, number 11, Tice Armstrong.
Yeah, Armstrong is 1 for 2 also. Flew out to first base in the second. Base hit in the 4th.
First pitch is a breaking ball in there for call strike. As the count goes to no balls, 1 strike now to Armstrong, who's playing third base this evening. That one fouled off to our right.
The Diamond Dogs have to be pretty frustrated because they've left 6 runners on the last 3 innings.
Yes, in the last 4 innings, they've got back-to-back hits.
Yeah,
and have not done anything with it. That one outside as the count will now go to 1 ball and 2 strikes. And it all goes back to what we were talking about, that timely hitting. And that's, Liberal is taking advantage of it.
Yep.
The Cheney Diamond Dogs have not. That's why the score is 3-0. That one down in the ground for ball 2. So we'll even up the count now at 2-2.
And obviously, it's the record that you were bringing up that Cheney had in the league, or their total record. It's pretty impressive. So they've had to have a lot of timely hitting. I guarantee you that. I saw it.
Fastball down low, and the count will go full now at 3-2. That's one thing you don't see very much from Gillick is taking the count full.
And I think he's just, he's having trouble locating that fastball right now. He's getting on top of it. Everything's right down to the ground. Well, he always throws low. I mean, the low zone.
Yeah, he's got a very low zone. There's a breaking ball. Oh, that was ball 4, I guess. And that was a walk there to Armstrong. And that will bring up the catcher number 5, Hudson Polk.
Yeah, Polk popped out to the first baseman in the second, and he also did double play in the fourth.
Must have been inside on Armstrong. So Hudson Polk up the bat with 1 out. Runner on at first base as Armstrong just reached on a walk. Fastball hits that outside corner.
Yeah, he just missed his spot right there.
Yeah, he got that one up a little bit.
Yep.
So count is no balls, 1 strike now to Hudson Polk. And here's the 0-1 pitch. That one in there for call strike as the count now goes to no balls and 2 strikes. So 0-2 with the runner on at first and 1 down. Here in the top half of the 6th inning, 3-0 the score in favor of Liberal. And the throw over to first base, and looked like he had Armstrong leaning just a little bit. Either that or that area there where first base is.
Well, that's one thing that he's worked on. He's worked on that pickoff move through the years, too.
And we got a wild pitch there by Gillick. And Armstrong will move over to second base. So the count goes to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Didn't have that many.
No, it's
like I said, I'm stunned right now because I have not seen this from Gillick. He's usually pretty close around the strike zone all the time, and
well, I just remember all the time like the jams that he got our teams out of because base loaded, come in and get the. He had a couple games like that this summer.
Yeah, Gillick was not a starter for the Rebels or for most teams that he plays with. He's usually a closer because you know that he's going to get an out, the outs there.
Right.
So 1 ball and 2 strikes. Runner now at second base. There's a breaking ball hit to the shortstop. Speck moves to his right, left correction, goes to first for out number 2.
Speck did a great job right there. Ball came up on him, fell to the ground. He kept it in front of him. That was the key. Yeah, he barehanded it and threw him out.
And that's going to be it for Gillick, it looks like, with a left-handed batter coming up. Yeah, Speck did a good job as he moved to his left towards the hole and just kept his body in front of it and was able to knock it down and go over to first base in time. So we have a 6-3 put out if you're scoring at home for the second out. That kept Armstrong at second base. Once again, we're going to have another pitching change here. And Zach Gillick is done for tonight. We have a left-handed pitcher now coming in with the left-handed batter also was due up. And Heck.
So one's Jace Minor.
Jace Minor, okay, number 21. Give me a little info on him.
Well, he's from Oklahoma, but he's 6'3", 190. Plays his ball at Wichita State University.
Okay, Jace Minor now coming into the ball game here in the 6th inning. And I'll give you the final numbers for Gillick. Looks like Gillick went 1 2/3 innings, gave up 2 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned run, 2 base on balls, 1 strikeout, and as he faced 9 batters. Okay, well, that's that. There's a change on his stats. Let me see if they updated or not here.
Well, I was going to get back to this, Frank. It's you got Cooper Hex, who's 2 for 2 with a double and triple, and scored 2 runs right now. And that's a call right here. Pat Hahn wants to keep this game close.
Yeah, I think they should have went just 1 inning instead of 1 2/3 innings.
Yeah. I have him down as 1 inning. It'd be 1 inning.
Okay. Yeah, they got the stats down wrong here on the point streak then. They'll get that straightened out, I'm sure.
But like I said, he's bringing in, Hex right now is a hot hitter with that double and triple. Double in the 3rd and triple last inning. That started things off for that 2-run inning. So right now he's not going to take any chances. He wants to keep this at a 3-run game. And when we talked about it, like leaving those 6 runners on, they're getting guys on. They're knocking on the door, just haven't had that big hit.
Just haven't had that timely hit. So due up is Hex. As he's 2 for 2 now here this evening. And Jace Minard now on the mound for the Diamond Dogs. Armstrong on a second. The ball lifted to left field side, but it's going to be out of play.
Yeah, Hex has a pretty quick bat right there. So he's trying to play the odds of the lefty on lefty right here. And
you remember earlier when we first started the broadcast, I said what a difference the 24 hours does. That ball yesterday, if it had went in that area, it had mud all over it.
Oh, yeah.
No balls, 1 strike. Here's the pitch, and that one is fouled off. As the count will now go to no balls and 2 strikes. That's what I was thinking as I was seeing it bounce around over there. Yesterday, it wouldn't have bounced. It would have just went plop.
Plop. Yeah, that's right there.
Even though the ground crew did a good job, they kept that fence area is where all the water was at, and
they did an awesome job yesterday.
Yeah, they did. They especially yesterday morning, just for us to be able to play. Even like I said, we only had to delay 1 hour, but we had so much rain that it was just like I don't know how we got to play. I really thought it was going to take us a couple hours before I got a phone call. I was on my way to the ballpark, and they said, "Hey, we're going to delay it 1 hour." And I go back to my hotel, and it's still raining, and I'm looking out the window thinking it's going to be a while. I'm just going to rest up.
Take a nap?
No,
no.
I wish I could have, but it was nice just to lay on the bed for a second and just put my feet up. Of course, I've got this bad ankle right now that been swelling on me.
I can't even get Frank to play golf, people. That's how bad his ankle is.
So 1 ball, 2 strikes. And here's the pitch by Minor. That one lifted to over the press box area.
It's kind of neat. These kind of right here. Just he's just coming after him. Yeah. Minor, we say mano a mano right here. Just coming right after him.
It's a battle.
Yep.
You go mano a mano. The same thing. It's a battle.
Yeah, I'm going to say, here's my fastball. See if you could hit it. And like I said, I like Heck. He's got some quick hands, and obviously when he got that double and triple, he drove that ball, both those balls.
So 1 ball, 2 strike. Pitch now here by Minard. Armstrong on at second base with 2 down here in the top half of the 6th inning. 3-0 is the score. That one misses outside as the count will now go to 2 balls and 2 strikes.
I guess I could try to throw like a slider right there. That's where the secondary pitches, you can locate those.
Well, as good as Gillick is, you got to go with the odds, lefty on lefty, and that's exactly what the coach is doing here, and exactly what he did, and you can't blame him. There's the pitch. There's a hard hit ball. This time it's going to be the second baseman, and he makes the catch for out number 3. So Minor does his job. Top half of 16, no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. At the end of 5.5, it's the BeeJays 3 and the Diamond Dawgs 0. And we'll be right back.
What you should expect when you come here is a cadre of instructors that are eager to educate you in the traditions of the fire service, the duties, the job, and everything that is encompassed within what it means to be a firefighter.
A vehicle is one of the most important investments you'll make, which is why you need both a vehicle and a dealership that you can trust. At Davis Moore, we made a decision long ago to be nothing but honest, to obsess over customer service, and to show nothing but respect for every person who walks through our doors. These core values have kept Davis Moore active in the Wichita community for over 65 years. Come see us at any Davis Moore location or check us out online at davis-moore.com.
The NBC World Series powered by Evergy is brought to you by Southern Star, always reminding you to call 811 before you dig, and by Mel Hamilton Ford, taking care of customers since 1984. Experience the difference. Once again, we're back here for the bottom half of the 6th inning at Hobart Dental Field for the 88th Annual NBC World Series powered by Evergy. Due up for the Diamond Dawgs here in the bottom half of the 6th inning is first baseman number 7, Noah Brewer.
Yeah, Brewer is 2 for 2 right now. And definitely need to get on here.
And Bon Zagney is in for his 6th inning of work now. That one misses. And
I was going to see how many pitches.
Yeah, I'll give you what he's done so far. He's gone 5 innings, has given up 8 hits, and has a total of 5 strikeouts as he's faced 23 batters. That one is fouled off by Brewer, as the count will go now to 1 ball and 1 strike. There's the pitch, a swing and a miss there by Brewer, and the count will now go to 1-2.
Brewer from Arkansas, Little Rock. Euler, they call it.
That one hit to the shortstop. Shortstop moves to his right. That's Larry. Goes to first for out number 1. So a 6-3 put out for the first out. And that will bring up the second baseman number 2, Jackson Holder.
Yeah, Holder, he's 1 for 2. Had a fielder's choice in the second and a base hit in the fourth.
So Holder's up. And like we said, 4 innings in a row now that the Cheney Diamond Dawgs have gotten back-to-back hits, but have not been able to put anybody across.
Well, the Diamond Dawgs, just looking, Frank, at the numbers here, they 0 for 6 with leadoff guy getting on, the leadoff batter getting on in the inning.
There's a hard hit ball. That one's up the middle. That's going to be in for a base hit by Jackson Holder, and he records his 2nd hit of the ball game.
And like you look at the scoreboard, you got 9 hits for Cheney, 6 for Liberal, but it's what you keep bringing up is when you get the hits, when you get the timely hits.
Well, so far, the Cheney Diamond Dawgs have, in the 2nd inning, they left a runner on at 3rd and 1st. In the 3rd inning, they left a runner on at 1st and 2nd. In the 4th inning was 2nd and 3rd. And in the 5th inning was 1st and 3rd. So they've gotten guys there, but just not able to get them across. That one, it gets by the catcher. So moving over to second base on the wild pitch will be Jackson Holder. And the count is 1 ball, no strikes to Mason Cruz.
And Cruz, has 2 strikeouts.
So Cruz is on up there with a runner on at second base now, and 1 down.
So just want to get on that scoreboard if you're Cheney. Just get on that scoreboard.
Well, you know as well as I do, sometimes things can snowball. There's a ball lifted to the right-hand side. It's going to be out of play, and that will even up the count now at 1-1.
And believe me, these are all fine hitters. I can personally tell you that, Frank. I've seen them all summer, and you've seen a lot of these guys for the last 2 or 3 years that they come back. It's amazing how the guys come back and want to play for Cheney.
So 1-1 now the pitch by Bonzegny. Let's take a second look at second baseman. That one lifted to the right-hand side. Second baseman Grady. Looks like he's making a call, makes the catch for out number 2. So we have 2 down now here in the bottom half of the 6th inning. And that will bring up the center fielder, number 36, Jackson Searing.
Yeah, Searing's 0 for 2. Grounded out in the third to second, and then pop out to second in the 5th.
That one calls strike, so the count is no balls, 1 strike now to Searing. Trying to see what the temperature was here. I think it was 94 degrees when we started. That one misses outside. It's gone down to 90 degrees. It looks a lot cooler out than that.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. It's a cloud cover here in Hutchinson. Has been now for over an hour. Sun just now barely peeking through as it's starting to set a little bit. Of course, I think you still got another hour or so before it does set. That one is across the plate for strike 2. So the count will now go to 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Yeah, Searing just nodded his head right there. Yeah, I'd agree with you. The Searing hit this summer, hit 295, 32 games. He did have 3 home runs.
So 1 ball, 2 strike with Holder on at second base and 2 down here in the bottom half of the 6th. 3-0 the score. Now there's a timeout as Searing steps out. Looks like he's was cleaning his glasses there. Three to nothing in favor of Liberal. And here's the pitch. That one misses outside. We'll even up the count now at 2-2. Mr. Matthew, you're finding out that chair's not that comfortable, aren't you?
Sorry, this guy, he's a trooper, man. I mean, this guy's been here every game.
Oops. So 2-2 the count now. There's a breaking ball, misses outside. And the count will go full now at 3-2.
Yeah, and you're hoping Jackson gets on there. That's what they're hoping for Cheney. And then you get the top of the lineup again with Cole Mears.
Well, you got to get 1 before you can get 2. You know how that goes.
Exactly.
So full count. And the 3-2 pitch there by Bonzegny. Fastball in there for call, strike 3, and Searing knew it and goes down for out number 3. So the bottom half of the 6th inning, at the end of 6, it is the Liberal BeeJays 3 and the Cheney Diamond Dogs 0, and we'll be right back.
What you should expect when you come here is a cadre of instructors that are eager to educate you in the traditions of the fire service, the duties, the job, and everything that is encompassed within what it means to be a firefighter.
A vehicle is one of the most important investments you'll make, which is why you need both a vehicle and a dealership that you can trust. At Davis Moore, we made a decision long ago to be nothing but honest, to obsess over customer service, and to show nothing but respect for every person who walks through our doors. These core values have kept Davis Moore active in the Wichita community for over 65 years. Come see us at any Davis Moore location or check us out online at davis-moore.com.
And we welcome you back to Hobart Deaderville here in Hutchinson, Kansas for the 88th Annual NBC World Series. We are going to the top half of the 7th inning. The score, the Liberal BeeJays 3 and the Cheney Kansas Diamond Dogs 0. So far, we'll give you the totals. It is Liberal 3 runs on 6 hits, no errors. And for Cheney, they have no runs on 9 hits and 1 error. And we have a penalty, ball 1.
Kind of have a little discussion right there.
Well, I don't blame him for discussing this because the batter's not ready to go, and they gave him a ball instead of a strike. And
yeah, Coach Hunt's saying something right there. Yeah. Well, Minor was on the pitching rubber, so
yeah. That one high for ball 2 now. Well, batter is the shortstop, number 28, Ryan Leary.
Yeah, Larry's 0 for 2.
The way it's supposed to work, with that 90-second clock, and they're only using the 90-second clock. We used to use 20 seconds in between pitches.
Right.
Now they're just using the 90-second clock between innings. And 3-0 count now to Larry. And that is, the way I understand it, is that the batter has to be in the box with 5 seconds or more.
Right. That's.
And if he's in there and the pitcher doesn't throw the ball, it is considered a ball if he doesn't pitch it. But if the batter's not in there within 5 seconds or more, which he wasn't then.
No, he wasn't.
And the pitch is not thrown with that clock going off, then it will be called a strike against the batter because he wasn't in there with 5 seconds or more. And so that's why Pat Hahn was a little upset there. And there's ball 4.
I mean, but, that's.
Now they're both jawing at each other now.
Yeah.
Both the catcher and the shortstop, Ryan Leary. Umpires had to separate them there. I'm not sure exactly what that was about, but.
Yeah. Yeah, you never know what they say. What they say down there, and somebody takes it wrong.
Yeah.
But
so top half of the 7th inning, we have a walk to Leary. That will bring up the left fielder, number 1, Caden Hensley. So runner on at first base with no out here in the top half of the 7th. Liberal leading 3-0. That one fastball hits that outside corner for strike 1, and the ball gets away from the pitcher. Luckily, the second baseman sees it coming his way.
Yeah, Frank, I was going to go over this. It's 3 for 7 innings that they've had the leadoff on for Liberal. The leadoff hitter's been getting on. And 2 times they scored on that double and the triple leading off.
So no balls, 1 strike now to Hensley. That one in there for call strike, and the count will now go to 0-2.
And again, Cheney has yet to get the leadoff hitter in the inning.
Yeah, they've always gotten the first out and then come back and
they get a couple of hits.
two hits back to back or a hit back to back, but then not able to do anything with it. So the count is no balls, 2 strikes, and here's the pitch. That fastball misses outside. And the count will now go to 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Look who we have up here with us.
Well, Andrew Burgos. How you doing, sir? He's taking over for...
does it all, man. A celebrity.
Matthew, who's our engineer. Count is 1 ball, 2 strikes. And here's the pitch that just misses inside. And that will even up the count now at 2-2.
They might have mainly thrown those fastballs right there.
Yeah, that one was inside and was a ball. So 2-2 the pitch. Larry taking off, and there's a fouled off there by Hensley. So Larry will be heading back to first base.
Yeah, we got 2 legends right here. Steve Carpenter up here, legend.
Mr. Hutchison, eh?
Yeah, and then you got the up-and-coming legend right here.
Or Mr. Hutchison, community college man. So 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Hensley. And Larry's just, there's a ball hit to the first base, but it looks like it's going to go foul. So it hits the edge of the grass and bounces to the right.
Got to hit that cutout, didn't it? Hit that cutout.
Yep.
Took a
and so the count will stay at 2-2. So going back to first base will be Ryan Leary, who reached on a base on balls here in the top half of the 7th inning.
Looks like just trying to see how the catcher's setting up with him, because it seemed like this not really doing a lot, just right there to let him throw it.
That one misses inside, and the count will go full now at 3-2. Well, Hensley has done a great job here as he was down 0-2 to start off with. It has come back now, and now it is full. 3-2 pitch, and there goes Larry. Call strike 3 and a throw down to second base, and Larry's going to be in there safely. So we have a stolen base by Larry. Hensley looked at third strike go by, so we have 1 down.
Yeah, he wasn't too happy either. The umpire's definitely hearing a lot of things right now from both teams.
And that will bring up the right fielder, number 2, Gavin Rozuski.
Yeah, he's 1 for 2. Had a double and a third and the sack. RBI.
Well, these are situations here is where the Liberal BeeJays have been taking advantage of. When they get guys in scoring position. That was a strike, so the count is no balls, 1 strike now to Rozuski.
Diamond Dogs have some time. I mean, they got some, they just got to keep it to 3 runs, I believe.
0-1 pitch now by Minard. Keeps looking back at second base. There's a toss. And there goes the bat to the first base side dugout as the count goes to no balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, it's like Pena. Pena was dancing around and was got him.
Well, I didn't get a chance to see that, but I did see the one earlier today. There was a right-handed batter, and then it flew right over the third base dugout into the stands, and luckily there was nobody there. There was 2 players that were standing there at the fence area, and one player ended up on this side of the fence because he jumped seeing that bat coming his way, and so they had to retrieve the bat from the stands up there. But once it hit the dugout, it bounced up there.
That's why that's why you definitely at a ball game need to be watching the game, because you never know.
0-2 the count. I've got a story about that one also, Carv. That one misses outside. That one count will go to 1 ball, 2 strikes. I was doing a NBC game, and I was up in the press box and got to working a couple games, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to go down, and it was getting towards the part where I had to go get the pronunciations of names. So I go down to the stands. Their ball hit to the left-hand side. Third baseman looks like he's going to go towards the fence. He does, just the grass area there, and makes the catch for out number 2. That will bring up the second baseman, number 15, Keaton Grady. Anyway, I go down the stands. I see some people down there. I'm talking to them, and I mean, I'm not there two batters. And it was the San Diego, California Waves that were batting. And the guy swings the bat. The bat does the same thing, goes out of his hands, goes into the stands. I see it coming. It goes over my head.
Wow!
Hits the seat behind me, but it hits the handle part, and the fat part came down on me and hit me because I ducked down, and it hit me right here on the stomach area, the side area, and I had a black and blue mark about that big.
Well, I can imagine.
And I've got pictures to prove it. Their ball hit to the third baseman, and the third baseman gets it in fair territory, hits down to the ground, and it's not going to be able to come up with it, so a run will score from second base. That's Larry, and going to second base will be Grady.
Yeah, that's tough right there, especially with 2 outs.
That's the second error by Cheney. So 4-0 is score now in favor of Liberal. So anyway, that fat part of the bat came down and hit me, and of course the fans that were all around there knew who I was and stuff, and they said, "You okay? You okay?" And I said, "Yeah, I'm fine." Well, anyway, I said, "That's it." I said, "I'm going back up to the press box where it's safe."
Definitely where it's safe.
I wasn't there, like I say, 2 batters. And anyway, after the game was over with, I'm walking out, and this John Shin that I was talking about, he was the San Diego Wave. He calls this kid over, and he says, "Hey, you come over here and apologize to Mr. Martinez because this is the guy that you hit." And I said, "Well, you're not going to believe this, but look at this." I raised up my shirt, and I showed him. It was already turning black and blue, you know. But of course, the next day or so, it turned more, and but I ended up taking a couple of pictures of it, and
it's dangerous, man. Those bats up there like that.
Yes, they were.
You're pretty fortunate, actually.
Yeah, I was lucky that it went over my head and didn't get me, but I happened to see it. So we're going to have a new pitcher. Another run does score. I hope people at home aren't getting bored by these stories. But
no, I think it's pretty neat. I think everybody like to hear some of the NBC stories that you have. You've been around it for, 28 years?
This is my 28th year as the voice of the NBC. Been a PA announcer and some play-by-play. Just started that a couple years, 5 years, 6 years ago, something like that. I don't remember how many years I've been doing this now. Not very long, but basically been the PA voice, along with a couple other guys that have come and gone, you know.
Yeah, through the years. I was thinking back when I interned with, back then it was the Wichita Arrows. That's how long ago, Frank. That's college. Dick King, remember how? Yeah. Of course, Larry Davis. We all know. That's like I said. A lot of people don't realize who they are. And Steve Schott was involved. I mean, all through the years, it's just.
Yeah, worked with. Matter of fact, Steve Schott was the general manager of the tournament director when I first started. And I think I'm not sure if Davis was still around, but I think he was just either getting out of it or.
Right.
But I know he was around. Don't remember what year that.
That's one thing I just like to see. That's why I bring that up, because I like, stories. I think it'd be great because all these young guys are here. What's the NBC? A lot of them don't know.
Yeah.
We all grew up, and I think through the years, I don't want that to be lost. That's why I think you're a great connecting factor that can help out and give information about the NBC.
All right, to see who the new pitcher is.
Yeah, that's Andrew Wisner. He's from Kansas, Pittsburgh State, 6 foot, 195.
Okay. And he'll be facing Dalen Pena, designated hitter.
Yeah, Pena's 0 for 3.
That one is fouled off there by Pena. So number 29, Andrew
But again,
Wisner,
Wisner.
Right.
I was going to say, Liberal 3 leadoff guys on, 3 guys scored, 3 of the runs.
So it is 4-0 now in favor of Liberal. Wisner ready to go to work. That one a fastball, and that gets that's back against the backstop. So move it over to third base will be Keaton Grady. And we do have 2 down here in this inning.
Yeah, Wisner, he's from Wichita, Kansas. Just on the roster here, it just said Kansas.
It is Whitener? Okay. Thank you. So it is Andrew Wisner. Okay. We're glad that we were told correctly. So 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Pena. Here's the pitch by Wisner. That's swing and a miss there by Pena. He goes down for out number 3. So At the end of 6.5 innings of play, it is the Liberal BeeJays 4 and the Cheney Diamond Dogs 0, and we'll be right back.
There's something happening in Wichita. Excitement, movement, a vibe. A city that offers amazing experiences delivered with heart. From arts to attractions, nightlife to sports, you feel the energy at every turn. A little fancy, a little funky, but always friendly. Come see the place we love. We think you'll love it too. Discover more at visitwichita.com.
At Evergy, seeing energy differently starts with thinking differently about its impact and then committing to doing better every day. As we continue to expand our investment in renewable resources, capturing more wind, gathering more sunshine, we're able to generate power that's cleaner and provide it to you more affordably. Reliable, sustainable, affordable energy that puts you first. That's everything to us. Evergy, the utility company.
And we welcome you back to Hobart Dedeler Field for the 88th Annual NBC World Series powered by Evergy. And we do have the pitching stats now that have been corrected. I want to make sure that we give those to everybody. And we do have a new pitcher here, by the way. But for total pitching stats here was for Castellanos was 4 2/3 innings. He gave up 6 hits, 3 runs, 2 earned runs, 1 base on balls, 2 strikeouts, and as he faced 20 batters. For Gillick, he went 1 inning, no hits, no runs, no errors, 1 base on balls, no strikeouts, as he faced 4 batters. And for Minor, he goes 1 inning, gives up 1 run, 1 base on balls, 1 strikeout, as he faced 5 batters. And now, who's the new pitcher? We got Luke
Barbier.
Luke Barbier.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. He's from Morgan City, Louisiana. 5'10", 170. He plays his college baseball at Nicholls State. Mears up at the top of the lineup.
Faces Cole Mears. And the count is 2 balls, 1 strike. But I thought I'd better get the pitching stats caught up and corrected, because I knew when I was reading Gillick's, I didn't think that was correct, but sometimes you just got to read what's there.
Is it fair ball?
Is that a fair ball?
Wow. Yeah, I thought it was going to go foul, but no, it stayed right on that line.
Okay, it's a fair ball and a base hit there by Mears. So Mears records his first hit of the game as we are in the bottom half of the 7th inning. Another hit for the Diamond Dogs as they now record their 10th hit of the game.
That's their first leadoff hit. I mean, you think about that, how many hits they have, and you think, well, sure, you get a leadoff guy on, but that's the first one, so we'll see what happens.
Brings up the shortstop number 4, George Speck.
And he's 2 for 3.
That one's outside for ball 1. Cruz had to reach out for that one. Excuse me. Cruz had to reach out for that one to stop it. 1 ball, no strike now.
Whoa.
That one fouled back.
Right up to Frank there. It's good that we have those nets, like you said. Like Lawrence Dumont, right? When we didn't have that net.
No, we didn't.
We had the windows.
We had open windows. Then we always saw those balls coming in. So the count is 1 ball, 1 strike, and I meant Polk at home plate, not Cruz. Here's the pitch. That ball hit to the right-hand side is foul. And the count will now go to 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Yeah, they've had their opportunities right here. I'm sure Coach Hahn's pulling his hair right now.
Mears is on at first base as he got on with a base hit down the right field line. Here's the pitch. The ball right back at us again here, Carb. Wow, look at all the souvenirs that we're missing out just because there's a net here.
And I'm very happy there is a net. That's what I'm saying right now.
You're happy there's a net there. Well,
we got young Matthew here. He could catch for us, but he doesn't have his glove with him. So.
Yeah, there was days where we could catch.
Yeah.
No,
not anymore.
That one lifted to the left center field, but the center fielder Looks like he's going to make the call, makes the catch for out number 1. A deep fly ball, but right at the warning track area. But that is out number 1.
Yeah, that it's just drifting out. Did you notice how they're backpedaling when they catch them? They're backpedaling right there, drifting.
That will bring up the right fielder number 99, Lenny Ashby.
And he is 2 for 3 with 2 base hits. He's hit the ball pretty hard every time.
So we have 1 down now with the runner on at first base. Here in the bottom half of the 7th inning. 4-0 the score in favor of Liberal over Cheney. There's the fastball that's in there for call strike 1. Right across the letters.
And Cheney's left 7 on base the last 4 innings.
0-1 pitch. That one in the ground, and good job there by Polk at home plate to make the stop. So Mears has to stay at first base as the count now goes to 1 ball and 1 strike. Well, we're going to change venues starting tomorrow. There's a fastball in there for call strike as the count goes to 1-2. We'll go to Wichita State tomorrow, and it's artificial turf.
That's going to be a little different.
So it's going to be a lot different, because we're playing on natural grass here and dirt infills. Well, there is no dirt at X Stadium. All artificial, and so it's going to be a little bit different. There's the ball, gets away. A wild pitch there by Barbier. So go over to second base will be Mears.
Have a couple arms out there in the bullpen for Cheney.
2-2 now the count to Lenny Ashby. So you'll see a lot of the infield be playing back the rest of the tournament, the World Series, I mean. Here's the pitch. That one misses low for ball 3. So the count will go full now to Lenny Ashby, right fielder this evening for the Cheney Diamond Dogs.
You know, I love talking baseball with Lenny Ashby because, I mean, he knows the game. He's a smart player, very smart.
3-2 pitch. Ball hit to the right-hand side. Second baseman gets it on a couple bounces over to first for out number 2. So a 4-3 put out, and with that play, Mears hustles over to third base. So there will be a runner on at third base now, and the batter will be the left fielder number 10, Ryan Scott.
You know, that's the thing, too. Whenever you make an out, if you can move a runner, that helps out. But Scott right now, he's 0 for 3 with 3 flyouts to right field.
All to right field, exactly. Here's the pitch. That misses outside as the count now goes to 1 ball, no strikes to Ryan Scott. Here's the third.
Well, I was going to say, we knew this was going to be a battle. I mean, it was going to be a battle. It definitely has been.
That one hits the outside corner, and that will even up the count now at 1 ball and 1 strike. Well, Carv, I hope you'll be able to work with me for Monday and Tuesday. By the way, I'll only be working for 2 more days. There's a base hit down the right field side. This time it's going to fall in for a base hit. And coming in to score is Cole Mears. Stopping at first base is Ryan Scott. And the score now is 4-1 in favor of Liberal. But Cheney finally gets on the board here in the bottom half of the 7th inning as Mears comes in to score from third base, and an RBI by Ryan Scott as he records his first hit of the ball game.
You know, Scott's a right-handed hitter. He's been going to, like I said, 3 flats. Finally went to right field, but it was a base hit.
That will bring up the designated hitter number 15, Lincoln Andrews.
1 for 3.
First pitch in there, called strike 1 against Andrews. So the count is no balls, 1 strike now to Andrews.
Andrews left-handed, lefty on lefty here.
That went into the ground, and a great job there by Polk as he went down to the knees to make that stop.
And Scott's got to be careful out there. Don't get too big a lead.
Yeah, because Scott was on his way to second base as he saw that in the ground, but had to stop as soon as he saw that Polk had kept it in front of him. And that one lifted to the left-hand side. Third baseman Armstrong right at the fence makes the catch for out number 3. So here in the bottom half of the 7th inning, the Diamond Dogs finally get on the board as they score 1 run. At the end of 7, it is the Liberal BeeJays 4 and the Cheney Diamond Dogs 1. And we'll be right back.
There's something happening in Wichita. Excitement, movement, a vibe. A city that offers amazing experiences delivered with heart. From arts to attractions, nightlife to sports, you feel the energy at every turn. A little fancy, a little funky, but always friendly. Come see the place we love. We think you'll love it too. Discover more at visitwichita.com.
At Evergy, seeing energy differently starts with thinking differently about its impact and then committing to doing better every day. As we continue to expand our investment in renewable resources, capturing more wind, gathering more sunshine, we're able to generate power that's cleaner and provide it to you more affordably. Reliable, sustainable, affordable energy that puts you first. That's everything to us. Evergy, the utility company.
And we welcome you back to Hobart Deaderville for the 88th Annual NBC World Series, powered by Evergy. This is Frank Martinez, your play-by-play announcer, joined by Mark Cavalla, General Manager for the Newton Rebels, as we go to the top half of the 8th inning. Due up here in the top half of the 8th inning for Liberal will be the first baseman, number 43, Zach York. The score is 4-1 in favor of Liberal.
Yeah, Zach York, he's 1 for 3. Did have a base hit in the 4th inning.
So Weisner ready to go to work, and that one misses for ball 1. As the count is 1 ball, no strikes, down to Zach York. That one in there right across the knees for strike 1.
You know, I'm kind of watching how the defense is, especially teams that haven't played each other, or haven't played each other a lot.
That one is fouled off as the count now goes to 1 ball and 2 strikes.
As you may see the third baseman playing more over there towards short, kind of pull.
That one was off York's right foot. He does have a protector there, but apparently he didn't got the top of the foot.
This one the part that's not protected, I guess.
He kind of looks like me walking a little bit now, doesn't he?
That's well, I'm not going to say anything, but when I first saw you, with the crutch.
Yeah,
and everything, and you don't have the crutch now.
First day of the World Series here, I ended up walking in with a crutch. Had been on crutches for a couple days. 1 ball, 2 strikes now, and here's the pitch. That one just misses outside as the count will even up now at 2-2.
And knowing you, Frank, you counted all those stairs, didn't you?
Oh my goodness!
All
you
the
know
way
what?
up.
That's just it. We couldn't be at Wichita State University this week. Instead, I had to be here at Hutchinson, where they have 782 stairs. Yes, I have counted them all.
You can't. That's why I felt sorry for you.
Yeah, and they're not. They're kind of straight up stairs. You know, they're not a slight.
They're
3-2 count, and a swing and a miss there by York as he goes down swinging for out number 1. That is the second strikeout recorded by Weisner. That will bring up the third baseman, number 11, Tice Armstrong.
Yeah, he's 1 for 2. Had a base hit in the 4th and then walked in the 6th.
After about the second day of walking up the stairs with the crutches, I said, you know what, I'm going to fall backwards. So I just said I'm going to do without them.
I thought you were going to ask to piggyback on me or something.
Well,
Let me carry
nobody
you up,
was
but I don't
offering,
know.
though. That's just it. Nobody was offering. There's a check swing. Say he did go. So the count will now go to 1-1 against Armstrong.
And we go to Wichita State in the elevator. I'll
I'll
push the button.
Yeah.
How's that? I'll push the button up for you. How's that?
That's just it. We could have been at Wichita State this first week where I knew that we had an elevator that takes us up to the press box. There's a fastball that's in on the handles, and it's fouled off. So the count stays at 1 ball and 2 strikes.
I'm just glad to see that you're on the mend. Looks like you're a lot better. Still swollen.
Yeah, I'm still swollen, but I think a lot of that's just because we don't have it up. Because at nighttime, I've been putting it up, just not icing it, and that's gone down. So hopefully next day or so, as soon as I get done. That one lifted to center field. Center fielder back, moving to his left. Oh, and he has to jump up for that one. What a catch there by Searing. But, boy, it almost looked like a circus catch, didn't
That's
it?
what I said. Every outfielder had fly ball that's been hit kind of line. Everybody's been going back.
It's just tailing on him, yeah.
Right at the end.
That's many of them that we've seen like that. Not just only this game, because other games that I've called on PA, I've seen the same thing, where at the last second the guy has to jump up to get it. So we have 2 down now, and that will bring up the catcher number 5, Hudson Polk. So an F8, that is.
Yeah,
for
Polk
the
is
second out.
He's 0 for 3.
Here in the top half of the 8th inning. 4-1 now is the score in favor of Liberal. Not sure how many people are still tuning in, but we hope you're enjoying the broadcast. And thanks for putting up with all our stories here.
That's right. We got a lot of them.
We enjoy this game, and we like sharing stuff like that with you guys. That ball hit to the right-hand side. Second baseman Holder will go over to first to Brewer for out number 3. So a 4-3 put out. And after the end of 7.5 innings of play, it is the Liberal BeeJays 4 and the Cheney Diamond Dogs 1, and we'll be right back.
There's something happening in Wichita. Excitement, movement, a vibe. A city that offers amazing experiences delivered with heart. From arts to attractions, nightlife to sports, you feel the energy at every turn. A little fancy, a little funky, but always friendly. Come see the place we love. We think you'll love it too. Discover more at visitwichita.com.
At Evergy, seeing energy differently starts with thinking differently about its impact and then committing to doing better every day. As we continue to expand our investment in renewable resources, capturing more wind, gathering more sunshine, we're able to generate power that's cleaner and provide it to you more affordably. Reliable, sustainable, affordable energy that puts you first. That's everything to us. Evergy, the utility company.
And we welcome you back to Hobart Dead or Phil for the 88th Annual NBC World Series, powered by Evergy. As we go to the bottom half of the 8th inning, the score is 4-1 in favor of the Liberal over the Cheney Diamond Dogs. Due up for Cheney will be the first baseman, number 7, Noah Brewer.
Yeah, Brewer is 2 for 3. He's had a base hit his last 2 times up in the 4th and 6th inning.
I must be watching a whole different game than you are. The ball is fouled off.
Was that?
Because I have him getting a base hit.
Oh, that's
in
right.
the second and fourth.
Fourth. Sorry, I guess we are.
Okay.
We got straight. I was looking older.
This is why I love working with you, Carl, because you make me laugh.
Okay, yeah, we got the first. Yeah, the first 2 times that we got hits. It's two hits,
I'm
right?
I'm getting older, and I'm not getting where I can't remember.
I was just checking on your phone.
Okay.
There
The count goes 2 balls, 1 strike.
So we agree. He has 2 hits. He's 2 for 3.
You're correct. He does have 2 hits. I'm just looking at my scorecard here, and I'm thinking, I'm not trying to point out a mistake. I just want you to
No,
know
I'm glad
that.
yeah, and I got it right here.
I'm
read
just
the
checking
wrong
on
line.
you just to make sure you're okay.
Yeah.
All right, that one in there for
Whoa.
call strike, and the count goes full now at 3-2.
It's like he thought it might have been ball 4.
So full count now to Noah Brewer here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. 4-1 the score. Here's the pitch. That one is fouled off there by Brewer as he's fighting to keep the Cheney Diamond Dogs alive here. They have 6 more outs. Here's the pitch. That one a swing and a miss there by Brewer as he goes down swinging for out number 1. That will bring up the second baseman, number 2, Jackson Holder.
Now can I say it? Okay, he's 2 for 3, and he got a base hit his last 2 times up in the 4th and in the 6th.
There you go.
There you go.
Hey, give me a bump here,
There you
bud.
go, right there.
I knew you could do it. And here's the pitch. That one in there for call strike. Good pitch there. His count now is 0-1.
It is amazing that with this. I know I keep bringing up the leadoff hitter getting on. How many times they've scored in both teams?
There's a swing and a miss there by Holder as the count goes 0-2. Barbier doing a great job here for Liberal. That one into the ground. As the count now goes to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. That one in there for call strike 3.
Whoa.
Great ball pitch there by Barbier. And that records the second strikeout of this inning. So there is 2 down now. And that will bring up the catcher, number 37, Mason Cruz.
Yeah, that's the 8th
Oh, it looks like
strikeout.
we may have a pinch
that's
hitter.
somebody?
It's going to be number 3.
Oh, I believe that's Andrew Brotman.
Okay. Andrew Brotman will be coming in to pinch hit for the Cheney Diamond Dogs. Wow. I didn't say Newton Rebels.
Yeah, from Arkansas City, 6'1", 185. He's playing as Eastern Illinois.
So Andrew Brotman now will be coming in to pinch hit. For the Cheney Diamond Dogs. First pitch to Brotman is low and outside for ball 1.
You know, it's amazing. I mean, you look at Cheney, 11 hits to 6, almost double.
Almost double, exactly right, yeah.
But they've scattered them. The Liberals done a great job, their pitching staff.
That one misses outside as the count goes to 2 balls and no strikes.
Brotman played 2 years, I believe, at Neosho County. Know a little about him from the same hometown, Arkansas City.
And that ball comes right back at us there, Kurt.
Yep. We have in common, we're Bulldog brothers. You know, we both went to Ark City High School, Frank.
You
Brotman
guys are?
Oh, yeah, Brotman and I. So we see each other. Hey, Bulldog brother, you know, something like that. But fine young man.
Well, comes from a great family, that's for sure. That one is fouled off there by Brotman, and the count won't go to 2 balls and 2 strikes.
And he's a good athlete. I mean, he can play about any position in the infield. He plays outfield.
You know, that's one thing I love about calling these games during the summertime was not only do you get the chance to meet the players, but the parents.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
And you get a relationship with them or
Grandparents.
saying hi to them. And that's a swing and a miss there by Brotman as he goes down swinging. And Barbier strikes out the side. So at the end of 8 innings of play, it is the BeeJays 4 and the Diamond Dogs 1. And we'll be right back.
Visit Hutch again. Fall for Hutch all over again. It's a perfect time of year to enjoy the outdoors. Learn a new hobby. Enjoy a beverage on a patio. And have fun doing some shopping. Hutch is the perfect place to enjoy fall activities and spend time with family. So visit Hutch again.
Seeing the world of energy differently means looking forward and innovating now. It's why we've invested in a next-gen infrastructure, one capable of providing energy to you more dependably than anything before it, so you can focus on what matters most. Reliable, sustainable, affordable energy that puts you first. That's everything to us. Evergy, the utility company.
Number 32.
Yeah, Mason Ashcraft from Albuquerque, New Mexico.
And we welcome you back to Hobart Deadert Phil for the 88th Annual NBC World Series, powered by Evergy. We're going to have a new pitcher now for Cheney. Looks like it's going to be number 32, Mason Ashcraft.
Yeah, he's from Albuquerque, New Mexico, and he plays his ball at Regis College. They're out there in Colorado.
And the first batter he'll be facing will be the center fielder, number 7, Cooper Hext. That first pitch misses low and inside for ball 1. We are in the top half of the ninth inning. 4-1 is the score in favor of Liberal. So far the numbers are 4 runs on 6 hits and no errors for Liberal. And for Cheney, they have 1 run on 11 hits and 2 errors. And those 2 errors are really not part of the equation here. It's just timely hitting. That one misses for ball 2 as it's outside, as the count goes to 2 balls and 1 strike.
But like I said, as a coach, he'd break down all these numbers like we were talking about, the 11 hits to 6, and it really doesn't matter. It's just what you keep bringing up, the timely hitting.
And here's the pitch. That one misses inside, and the count will now go to 3 balls and 1 strike.
And it's when you get the hits, obviously when you get a leadoff guy on, especially double or triple, you're going to score. And that's what's happened to 2 of the runs there with Liberal. Cheney got their only leadoff guy on, they did score.
When it's fouled off by Hext.
And this is the guy that's got a double and a triple. So I mean, he did a great job in the 3rd and 5th, and they both scored 2 of those runs, 2 of the 4.
So the count stays full now at 3-2 now to Hext.
But even though he scored, he had to have help from his teammates, so they had guys stepping up.
Here in the top half of the ninth inning. Here's the pitch. That one is fouled off once again by Hext. That's one thing Liberal has done really well tonight, and that is battled.
Yes, they have. And they always have. I mean, they always have. They've always been that kind of. Doesn't matter who the manager or coach is, whatever. They always battle. They always have guys that come to play.
Here's the pitch. That one lifted into a center field. They're both going back. The center fielder's over the center fielder's head, right in between right and right center. So there's a double now for Cooper Hext. That is his 3rd hit of the game. He's got 2 doubles and 1 triple.
That's hard to believe, all those extra bases. His swing, and he just has such a good swing that has elevation to it that drives. He's driving the ball right now.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he's swinging hard at all.
No.
And now up will be the shortstop, number 28, Ryan Larry.
Yeah, Larry's 0 for 2. He walked his last at bat in the 7th and did score.
Swing and a miss there by Larry as the count goes to no balls, 1 strike. Here in the top half of the ninth inning. At second base with no out for the Liberal BeeJays. Ashcraft ready to make his throw. That one is just a little bit low. This count will now go to 1 ball and 1 strike. As much as I love being here in Hutchinson, I I love calling games at Wichita State University.
Oh, yeah. No, it's a very nice setup. And
done some games for the Shockers there. And then there's a deep fly ball into left field. Left fielder backing up is Scott. And not going to be able to get to it. That's off the wall over his head. Yeah, right at the warning track and runs into the fence. And now we're going to have Larry on with a double. And at third base will be Hex because he wasn't sure if it's going to get caught. So he did. Once he saw that the ball was on the ground, he took off to third base. So now runners on at second and third base. And Caden Hensley will be up at the plate.
Yeah, with this, I mean, it seems like the ball's just flying. It's right now. We were talking, we didn't think it'd be traveling like that, but I think that wind, it gets up in that zone up there.
And here comes the infield into the grass area, trying to prevent any more runs.
Yeah, and Hensley is 0 for 2 with a walk. Did score in the fifth.
So the infield's in. And that was a strike, so the count is no balls, 1 strike. Now to Hensley. Heck will be at third base, and Larry on at second. No outs here in the top half of the ninth inning.
It's a pretty tough situation right now with no outs.
Here's the pitch. That one misses for ball 2. So 2-1 now the count.
I mean, right now you're just trying to keep the ball down. Hopefully, if it's on the ground, you either strike them out or you got to right to one of the infielders so they don't go. Anything in the air is going to score another run. He's trying to work down.
Count is 3 balls, 1 strike now to Hensley. No outs here in the top half of the ninth. And Liverpool BeeJays are trying to add a couple more runs here. Insurance runs as the score is 4-1.
And there's activity in the bullpen for Diamond Dogs.
That one called strike. And the count will now go full at 3-2.
A situation if somebody gets on or gets a hit.
So 3-2 pitch now by Ashcraft. Came in to pitch here this ninth inning. That one misses inside, so ball 4. The bases will be loaded, and that's the first walk given up by Ashcraft. So now the coach is coming in, and looks like we're going to have another pitching change.
I think it looks like Austin Eggleston out there, guy that I had the pleasure of coaching at Fringe University a few years ago. It looks like he's out there. You can see his submarine kind of style, sidearm kind of style. Let's see if that's him.
Is he like John Qualls?
He looks like John Qualls, yeah.
Okay, that's
matter of fact, I used to talk to him about John Qualls and work with him on it. And matter of fact, Travis Downey, the guy who pitching coach Travis Downey, who worked with Gillig through the years, and was John Qualls' pitching coach. So I had Downey get with him, with Eggleston, and working on some things.
Well, John Qualls was an MVP. 1 year for the World Series.
It's Austin Eggleston from Arlington, Texas, 6 foot, 165, a graduate from Fringe University. He's played some, I guess you could say some independent ball is in his past and last couple of years. So we'll see what he has. He's tough. Yeah, the trouble is, too, he's also tough to catch because he has so much movement, as you'll see, Frank, just like John Qualls.
Okay. So Austin Eggleston is now coming in. Yeah, I remember John Qualls used to have that delivery.
Yep.
And he was a very effective pitcher.
Well, Egg said he used to be dropped down a little more. They kind of brought him up a little more, if you notice. But John and John could surprise you. He could throw it at top too. He'd freeze some hitters. You remember that?
Yeah.
He could probably throw mid-80s doing that. He was just so smart. But I think what you're looking for, too, is that ground ball situation. And, I mean, I don't think there's anybody against all the pitchers on Cheney, but I think he's probably your best chance for a ground ball right here.
Well, the bases will be loaded for him as a challenge with no outs. The loser of this game will not be out of it.
No.
It's just going to put a little bit more pressure on them. They're going to have to end up winning that last game to be one of the two top teams. Or if they lose again, not lose by that much, depending on who, depending on the standings there. So like I say, just all depends. But the winner definitely will move on and be one of the two top teams out of each bracket.
When I was kind of wondering about it, I was thinking about that earlier with Cheney Diamond Dogs, how they've always been. They've always been like, I think they always won like their first 2 games or something, haven't they, pretty much? Or they always, that I remember.
Yeah.
They've always been right. So this is a little different, for them. But like you said, they could bounce back from this. It just depends on how they play. And they definitely need the timely hitting and to keep them in the games.
Yeah, they usually win the first 2 and lose the third one.
Right.
And then, that's how it usually goes. But, all right, so the score is 4-1. Bases loaded. The infield still in as we have no outs. And now up is the right fielder, number 2, Gavin Brosowski. And a swing and a miss there by Brosowski. As the count goes to no balls and 1 strike. Sorry, but I have to turn the light on here. I can't see now. It's getting dark here. Here's the pitch. That one misses outside for ball 1. So that will even up the count now at 1-1.
It's always amazing. You talk about John Qualls. I had that guy for 4 years, and it was always interesting. It's just who could catch him because of the movement that he had.
There's the pitch. That one's inside, almost hits Brosowski. And the count is 2 balls and 1 strike. So we have X at third base, Leary at second, and Hensley on at first. No out. Here's the pitch. That one a check swing there by Brosowski, and it's fouled off. So that will even up the count now at 2-2.
You could see he kind of has a little slider type action. I mean, but watch the movement in it. I mean, right there, just watch the hitters.
So 2-2 count. 4-1 the score in favor of Liberal.
And guys that throw like this, left-handed hitters are the tough ones for him right there.
Now he came over the top that time. That's going to be a diving shortstop. Almost had that, but a base hit by Brosowski. Scores a run as Hecht come in to score. Larry moves over to third base. Hensley to second, and Brosowski goes to first base with an RBI.
Yeah, it's just because the infield in, but he did what he needed to do with that line drive. You don't have much time to react.
What a great effort there by the shortstop Speck as he dove for that one, but it was just out of his reach as it went into left field. And base hit and an RBI by Brosowski. That brings up the second baseman, number 15, Keaton Grady. That one hits the outside corner for call strike 1.
Yeah, Keaton Grady.
5-1 now the score.
I'm sorry about that. Keaton Grady is 1 for 4. Doesn't get on with the base hit and RBI, but he also got on with an error that turned things around.
That one is fouled off there. This count will now go to no balls and 2 strikes. So 2 now the count, no outs.
It's a tough situation right here, Frankie, with the no outs. What you just said, no outs.
No outs and the base is loaded.
But Eggleston's been there before.
Infield in again. They're not going anywhere. Trying to prevent any more runs. That one misses. Count is 1 ball, 2 strikes.
But I'd say he probably needs like a punch out right here. Or a double play. I mean, some like ground ball that
Here's the pitch. That's a swing and a miss there by Grady, and he goes down for out number 1. So we have 1 down now. Infield will back up, I'm sure, on the up the middle, but the corners will probably still stay in. And they do. And Dalen Pena now is the batter for Liberal.
Yeah, Pena is 0 for 4 with a strikeout.
With 1 out, and the base is still loaded. That one is lifted to the right-hand side. Catcher and the first baseman moving over. I can't see anything.
Yep, it's like the top of the dugout.
Okay, top of the dugout. So it's a foul ball, and the count is no balls and 1 strike.
Well, then you don't have to worry about Wichita State because you're way up there. So
right, and there's no obstructions.
Yeah.
And you got a clear view. I love WSU. Of course, I love Lawrence Dumont Stadium for that reason.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
not only the ballpark view, but you have the downtown view.
Right.
You know,
it's good memories.
Yes, they definitely were. That's where I spent most of the years there. No balls and 1 strike now, and here's the pitch. Oh, he stepped
would
off.
have had him if Speck had just gone back to second base. He would have had him. He has like the best pickoff move.
Well, that was quite a pickoff move because he stepped off and the kid at second base.
Yeah, and it's tough when you haven't been playing together. You know,
Hensley.
So I think it's fake Speck out a little, but
Hensley almost took off. That did hit him there, so that's going to be another run. Scores for Liberal. So the score would now be 6-1 as Larry comes in to home plate. Hensley moves to third base. Brzezowski goes to second, and Pena will be at first base as a hit batsman. And that takes the score to Liberal 6 and the Cheney Diamond Dogs 1. That brings up the first baseman, number 43, Zach York.
Yeah, York's 1 for 4. Did get a base hit in the 4th. Did strike out in the 8th. Excuse me.
Ball into the ground there and got away from the catcher, but not far enough for anybody to advance. So 2 runs are scored here in the top half of the 9th inning to make it 6-1 now in favor of Liberal. 1 down with the bases still full. First baseman is in. Middle infields are playing at double play. There's another pickoff attempt. And had this time he had Rosowski.
Yeah, it's just more of that timing when you have your infielders. They know it's coming or something. You give a little signal or something like that. You know, you might drag your hand or something like that. Then you know it's coming. Somebody's got a break there.
There's a hard hit ball down first base side. That's going to Pena had to get out of the way. 1 run was scored. 2 runs was scored. Pena goes to third base. There's a toss to third base, but not going to be in time. So Hensley scores. Rosowski scores, and Pena ends up at third base. And York is at first base with a base hit and 2 RBIs. And now that takes the score to 8-1 in favor of Liberal.
Yeah, you just wait on that fastball. There's
Great hit there by York.
It's a tough situation to come in with the bases loaded. I pitched a lot of relief when I was a kid, back in college and stuff like that. But it's like, Coach, why'd you put me in with the bases loaded? How about first and second or something like that, But it's a situation where, like I said, it's tough. And unfortunately, I know I've seen Eggleston get out of those situations. It's been a couple years, but he'll bounce back and he'll have a good outing sometime.
Well, the Cheney Diamond Dogs are now using their 7th pitcher here tonight. And we'll see who it is. 8, I think.
It's Ian Leckie.
Ian Leckie will be now coming in to pitch for Cheney Diamond Dogs. He is number 8.
He's from Overland Park, Kansas, 6'4", 195, and plays his college ball at Newman University.
From Overland Park, Kansas, huh? Well, guess what? They're my neighbors.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's right.
If the Leckies are listening in, no, I'm not your neighbor. Actually, I just moved to Olathe, which is basically neighbors.
It is amazing when you're in a city, like big city, let's say, like if you lived in Overland Park and say, oh, hey, do you know so-and-so? He lives. Oh, yeah. Right. Yeah, I know him. Yeah, right. It's a big city.
Well, if you're the Lecky family and you're listening in, I just recently became the voice for the Olathe North Eagles, and I'll be doing their sporting events there. Not sure if you got any more children that are in the high school area or high school divisions or not.
I'm sure they know people that are there. I mean, everybody kind of knows, especially up there. That goes. It's different, especially when you play baseball. You ever notice that? I think everybody plays, different teams, but their son or somebody play with somebody, in the summer team that's from this school, and it's pretty neat. Kind of get to know people.
Yeah, I was actually only supposed to do their basketball season, and then went in and talked to the athletic director, and he said he needed a football announcer because their football announcer had just told him that he got a principal job. So he says, I'm actually looking for a football announcer too. And so I went ahead and took it on, and also going to do baseball and wrestling and volleyball for him.
Wow.
So
you're going to be busy.
I'll be busy, yep. All right, now batting is the third baseman, number 11, Ty's Armstrong. And here's the pitch. That hard hit ball down the line, just foul. Boy, he really turned on that one.
Yeah, Armstrong is 1 for 3. He had a base hit in the 4th, a walk in the 6th.
So Ian Leckie now into the ball game for the Diamond Dogs.
It's still weird seeing that. I was going to say, just looking at the hits, Cheney has 11 hits to 10 for Liberal, but look at the score.
Ball hit up the middle, should be a double play as a shortstop steps on it, goes to first base for the third out, but not before the Liberal BeeJays score 4 runs. At the end of 8.5 innings of play, it is Liberal 8 and the Cheney Diamond Dogs 1, and we'll be right back.
Visit Hutch again. Fall for Hutch all over again. It's a perfect time of year to enjoy the outdoors. Learn a new hobby. Enjoy a beverage on a patio. And have fun doing some shopping. Hutch is the perfect place to enjoy fall activities and spend time with family. So visit Hutch again.
Seeing the world of energy differently means looking forward and innovating now. It's why we've invested in a next-gen infrastructure, one capable of providing energy to you more dependably than anything before it, so you can focus on what matters most. Reliable, sustainable, affordable energy that puts you first. That's everything to us. Evergy, the utility company.
And we welcome you back to Hobart Detterfield for the 88th Annual NBC World Series. And we go to the bottom half of the 9th inning. Due up for Cheney will be the center fielder, number 36, Jackson Syring. We do have a new pitcher for Liberal, and it is number 32, Kobe Dawgs.
He is from Cleburne, Texas, 6'5", 195 from Paris Community College.
Dawgs goes in there for call strike one, and the second pitch misses low as the count will even up now at 1 ball and 1 strike.
And Syring 0 for 3 today.
Here in the bottom half of the ninth inning, 8-1 in favor of Liberal. There's ball hit hard into center field. The center fielder backing up, and makes the catch for out number 1. So we have 1 down now here in the bottom half of the ninth inning. Due up now is the third baseman, number 6, Cole Mears.
Yeah, Mears right now, he's 1 for 4.
It may be a pinch hitter. I think we do have a pinch hitter.
We have one here.
Let's see who it is here. Number 9. So checking in will be number 9, and that is Alex Epp.
Yeah, Alex Epp from Wichita, Kansas. Plays his baseball at William Jewell University.
So Alex Epp coming in to pinch hit for Cheney.
It's good players. Another player that's been around for a couple of years.
1 down here in the bottom half of the ninth. That one is inside for ball 1. Dawgs just came in here in the bottom half of the ninth inning. That one check swing. They appeal and says no. So the count goes to 2 balls and no strikes to Alex Epp. 8-1 in favor of Liberal. Here's the pitch. That one misses inside. The count will now go 3-0.
I was thinking, Frank, the first part of the game, Castellanos had done a really good job with the off speed, shutting these guys down, Liberal down. But once it got past that, it seems like they had trouble stopping them. Yeah, they just couldn't stop Liberal.
That one misses inside, and it is ball 4.
Yeah.
And Epp will be on at first base on a walk. And let's see who we got coming up now. It is Speck. So now batting will be the shortstop, number 4, George Speck.
Yeah, Speck's 2 for 4. Strike out first, hits in the 3rd and 5th, and fly out to center in the 7th.
That one right across for a call strike 1.
But it's amazing what pitchers are. I mean, like I said, the off speed of Castellanos is, I think, it kind of affected Liberal.
So no balls, 1 strike, and that one into the ground, and good stomp there by catcher Polk. As the count stays at 1 ball and 1 strike.
That's as a coach, you're trying to find out what kind of pitcher is going to be more effective.
So 1-1 now the count. Epp on at first base with 1 down here in the bottom half of the 9th inning. There's a check swing, but that's right across for call strike. As the count now goes to 1 ball, 2 strikes. Well, like I say, the loser of this game is not completely out of it. They'll have to end up winning their last game. Here's the pitch. That's a deep fly ball into right field. Right fielder backing up, not going to be able to get to it as it goes over his head. So moving over to third base is Epp, and in at second base is Speck with a double. And Rozelski just, I'm not sure if he misplayed that. I think, like you say, the ball's just tailing.
It's just, and these are good outfielders. I mean, these are just that, man, it's just taking off. It's like they're about ready to, it seems like they have their sights on it, and then all of a sudden just a little, like you were talking about, a little ump to it.
So now there's runners on at second and third base with 1 out, and that will bring up the right fielder, number 99, Lenny Ashby.
Leon Ashby is 2 for 4.
Here's the pitch. That one misses high and inside for ball 1.
And if you're Cheney, you're hoping to get, like you were talking about, you're still alive in this tournament, just getting some momentum going for the next game. It's not over yet.
I was going to say, just getting ready to come out of my mouth. It's not over till it's over.
Right. But you're trying to get some momentum. That's what you're trying to get. Get it going.
That one was fouled off, and the count will go to 1 ball, 1 strike now. Speck is on at third base. Correction, Epp is on at third base. Speck is on at second. He just reached on a double. Fastball high. Misses for ball 2. 2-1 now the count. We've been going
this should
almost
be his
3 hours now.
Yeah, this should be his pitch right here.
Well, it was, and he missed it.
Just missed it.
Yep. The count will go to 2 balls, 2 strikes now on that foul ball.
And he knows it. You can see.
Yeah, you could tell it.
Like on his head, yeah. So give me that again. That's what.
2 balls, 2 strikes now to Ashby. Here's the 2-2 pitch. That one, a breaking ball, stays up high and out of the strike zone. So the count will go full now at 3-2. You can afford not have to throw something down the middle here because you do have first base open. Don't want to give him something that you're going to get over the. That's going to be a deep fly ball, and that's going to be gone. That's a 3-run home run by Lenny Ashby. That's exactly what we were just talking about. Yep. You don't want to give him something that he's going to put over the fence because he is capable of doing it. So 3 runs have scored here on a 3-run home run by Lenny Ashby.
There you go. There you go. Seen the Diamond Dogs do this.
And the score now.
A lot of talking going on.
A lot of John going on. So 8-4 now is the score here in the bottom half of the 9th inning. That will bring up left fielder number 10, Ryan Scott.
Yeah, Scott's 1 for 4. Had that base hit back in the 7th, right field.
Another fly ball to the right center field. Center fielder still backing up on. He makes the catch at the warning track.
I've just never seen so many outfielders jumping up in the air. Or, they're under it.
At the last second, yeah. It's just like it just keeps going. And that's out number 2 now.
And like I said, these are really good outfielders.
And that will bring up the designated hitter number 15, Lincoln Andrews.
Yeah, and Lincoln is 1 for 4. Had a base hit in second. And Lincoln's a guy that can drive that ball. He's got to get the right pitch.
That one is fouled off by Andrews. We do have 2 down here in the bottom half of the 9th inning. The Cheney Diamond Dogs have scored 3 runs on a 3-run home run by Lenny Ashby. And that didn't surprise me one bit, Carv, because I have seen that for years now from him.
Oh, yeah. No, we both have.
Yeah.
But he's an entertaining player. He can hit the ball. He can use the field.
Here's the pitch. That one is down the first base side foul. So the count will now go to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Andrew kind of chokes up on the bat just a little bit now.
Yeah.
His count is 1 ball, 2 strikes, and here's the pitch. Fastball is fouled off there by Andrews.
Just kind of quick swing right there. It's trying to stay alive right now. And if you can stay alive, then pass it on to the next guy.
8-4 score. Favor of Liberal. Breaking ball, swing and a miss there by Andrews, and that is the ball game. With the final score, the Cheney, the Liberal Kansas BeeJays 8, and the Cheney Kansas Diamond Dogs 4. Once again, with that victory, Liberal is now 2-0, and they will move on, I'm sure, as one of the 2 top teams. And then the Cheney Diamond Dogs are going to have to win that last game to get back into the bracket play. And so, anyway, what do you think, Carb, before we go here?
Well, it's just, I mean, the battle of the leadoff guys getting on and scoring. The timely hits that you were talking about. Then that big ninth inning right there, that was 4 runs right there. So you look at it, it's just I was impressed with Castellanos because his off speed, the starting pitcher for the Diamond Dogs, he kept them off balance. And you looked at it, and you looked at Cheney that was out hitting. They were out hitting him, Frank.
Yeah.
You know, the
11-6 at one time.
Right, and then all of a sudden it just everything just went all the heck. But believe me, I know the Cheney Diamond Dogs. I know Pat Hahn. They'll have him ready for that one game, and he'll have some strategy, and we'll see what happens from there.
Yeah, we got to give credit to Liberal. They played a great ball game and took advantage of what they could do best. Anyway, we need to get off the air here, so we'd like to remind you that action starts tomorrow at 12 noon. It'll be noon, 3, 6, and then 8:30, I believe it is. So we hope that you guys join us there. We're going to Wichita State University X Stadium, so join us tomorrow as we get started. And on Monday and Tuesday, all the way, we'll take a break on Wednesday, come back on Thursday, Friday, and end up with the championship game on Saturday. Once again, you've been watching the 88th Annual NBC World Series powered by Evergy. This is Frank Martinez, the play-by-play announcer, joined by Mark Carvalho, wishing you all a good evening, and hope to see you at Wichita State University. Good night.
Good night.